Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trade up from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniel's eye. Told him don't leave both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jailing on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trade up from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniel's eye. Told him don't leave both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jailing on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. My shit ice cold, Trey. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a sneeze. Bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like straight up. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like straight up. Shit ice cold, straight up. My shit ice cold, Trey. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys, put you in position to win. Bless you without a sneeze, bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trail. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trail. She ice cold, Trail.
What's up, gang? It's your boy in the building. I know y'all probably like, why this dude so excited? First, let's talk. Let's talk. Listen, let's. Salute to my guy Cujo, man. Woo! Cujo with the jokes. Cujo with the jokes. Cujo's got the jokes for your live stream. Cujo's got the jokes. Cujo's got the jokes. Cujo's got the jokes for your live stream. Yeah. Yeah, I know I can hit that. That's that lounge voice, that lounge singer right there, man. What's good, everybody? Before we get started, let me get a shout out. Let's see who tapped in with your boy, man. Let me know if y'all tapped in. Salute to the homeboy, Michael. Salute to Mike, a.k.a. Crypto Niggas in the building. Tank in the building. Salute Dirty. Dirty Bird might have the Dirty Bird might have the post of the chat right here. He got I might have to get dirty. You know, I'm gonna come up with something called post. I gotta give a post of the day, man. I gotta find out how I can reward the chat, man. Post of the day, Dirty Bird. Reports are that Kool-Aid was in the meeting today and had a firm but good conversation about us. Something about X-Men was overheard. Kool-Aid was tapped in with all day. That's hilarious. Salute to my guys, Sports and Society in the building, man. Merce in the building. Jay Boogie in the building. Raheem in the building. Dojo in the building. Who else up in here? The homegirl Mary in the building. Extreme Doug in the building. C Wonder in the building. Who else up in here? Austin in the building. My boy Patrick Edwards in the building. Salute. Who else in here? Robert Blackman in the building. Salute. Dap in the building. Garage Gang. Y'all know what time it is. What up, Sylvester? What's good, Levi? Josh? Damn in the building. Marion in the building. Who else we got in here, man? Salute. OG John in the building. Who else we got in here? Alan Frazier in the building. Salute. Brave Hawks Falcons fans. Salute. Kim, hey, where you been at, Kim? Kim in the building. Salute. Certified. Salute. Ryan. Salute. T. Terry. Salute. ATL Sports Media. Salute. What's good, man? Let's get to rapping, gang. Y'all know me. I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time, man. Yeah. Going live at what? 5 o'clock my time. That give me enough time after this to go and work on the engine in the garage. But let's get to rapping, though, gang. Let's get to rapping. So, Pharaoh in the building. ATL Dev in the building. Salute. So, Onsi, press conference. Let's discuss a little bit. What did I like about the press conference? Okay, I can tell you what I like about the press. I like his demeanor. Okay, let's start there. Okay. I don't know about y'all, but for me, this was the first time I ever seen him in person. Well, not in person, but seen him on TV or even heard him talk. Okay. I was trying to dig up some stuff. I couldn't find nothing about this guy on the internet. Well, not no videos and pictures like that. But Onsi Beard. Yeah, Onsi trying to hang with me, bro. Onsi trying to be like your boy. He trying to be like the mom. And Onsi, listen to me. Okay. Listen to me. Okay. You gotta listen. You can't be out here. You gotta be a king when you got this mane. Okay. When you got a mane like this, Onsi, you got to be the king of the jungle. And he might be the king of the jungle. He might be. He might be. When you got, let me tell you something. Okay. When you see a man, a grown ass man with a beard and a bald head, you gotta take them seriously. Okay. You gotta take them seriously. Now, my mama always told me, never trust a man with a naked face. Okay. Meaning no facial hair and a bald head. Okay. But when they got the beard with the bald head, hey, take them seriously. They for real with it. Okay. They for real with it. Okay. Bald head and beard, he might be an elite barber. But let me tell you something, man. Onsi, what is this? DoorDash. Oh. Onsi, bald because y'all can't grow hair. Well, I know you ain't talking about me, damn. I grow hair. I got hair. Okay. I know you ain't talking about me now, damn. I know you ain't talking about I ain't brushed my hair today, but y'all see them waves up in there. Y'all know I ain't playing no games. Y'all know Unc don't play no games, baby. Okay. I got it all. Look, full head, look at that hair. That's hair right there. Okay. Now, let's talk Onsi, man. Let's talk some Onsi. Okay. Listen to me, okay? I like his demeanor, man. Dude was very laid back. Dude, he looked like he don't get stressed easy. He looked like he don't get rattled by the way he was just sitting there and just taking people questions and just talking and nothing with no questions caught up. There was no got you moments doing that. He just sat up there. Hey, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't do the slogans. So, I do like his demeanor. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like he doesn't get rattled. He looked like he's more of a wait and see type guy, right? I feel like he's not the type of executive to jump the gun on something. I believe he does a lot of research into moves that he wants to make. Very, very, how can I say it? You know what he remind me of when I was watching the press conference? He looked like a dude who bought his business. Okay. He looked like a dude, like he looked like a straight shooter. I like guys like that. I like dudes who are straight shooters. I don't like guys who they think they so smart. They want to play these mind games and want you to guess this. And I like straight shooters. Okay. I like straight shooters. Okay. He seemed like he's a straight shooter type of guy. Now, obviously, they asked him some questions that he can't really give you no real answer on. You know what I'm saying? Like when they was talking about the draft, you talking about Trey, you talking about a Conwu. He's not gonna when they ask him about a Conwu, I mean, like, what he's supposed to say? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think we need to go a different route. No, he's not gonna say that. Okay, he's not gonna say that, right? Not saying what he said. His response about a Conwu wasn't true, right? He could really believe that, right? But there's two sides to that coin. right? He could easily just say, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I like him. Big year from this guy. Woo, 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 woo. Because that's a normal public response, right? And I'm just giving you both sides of the coin. Like I said, he could be for real. Maybe that's really what he believed. We don't know that. You know, we all just hope. Some hope he really mean it. I already know. I know people don't want to believe me, but when it comes to the Hawks, I'm never wrong. When it comes to my Atlanta Hawks, I'm never wrong. If these dudes get a big 13 or before, that will be your starting big next season. I'm telling you now. If they get a big man before 13 or at 13, that's going to be your starting big the following season. I'm telling you right now. Okay? Now, I like Onsi. Onsi say, listen. See, I like guys like this. I like guys like this. I'm the boss. He said, I'm the final say so. In trades, he said, I'm the final say so. In roster construction, hey, so if stuff don't go good, we know who to blame. We don't got to blame Tony. We don't got to blame Cal Corver. We don't got to blame Quinn Snyder. We know who we got to blame, right? But if we come out and we start winning, we know who to get a credit to. You feel me? And I like that. And I like that. I like that we have a guy, not the collective, not the commission, not the group, not the think tank. You got one guy. It'll buck stop with me. I like that. Okay. He spoke on the hiring of the two dudes. He already had a relationship with those guys, so that's cool. So they already had a relationship. He already knew those guys. I think he said he knew the guy from Philly longer than he knew Graham, but he knows both of them. So that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. But let me show you all this, man. So, shout out Jamila J for post. I don't know why the Hawks don't post stuff like this. But shout out Jamila J, because if she don't post stuff like this, we'll never get to see it. All we will get to see is just clips. I ain't trying to see no clips. So shout out Jamila J. If you're not subbed to her YouTube channel, make sure you tap in with that. Okay. Shout out Onsi. Onsi say he ain't doing that Hawks DNA nonsense no more. I appreciate that. I mean, some people love slogans, some people don't. Hey, you know, I'm probably military. You know, we got a slogan. In the military, you got a slogan for every damn thing. So slogans don't really bother me. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but you know, it's if slogans is really just to try to, you know, unite everybody. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I want to show y'all right here. Y'all gonna listen to me one day, man. I don't know why. I really don't know why people try to argue or debate me when it comes to Hawks. Because I'm never wrong, bro. I'm never wrong. Like I can see stuff happening before it even happened. You feel me? Let me show y'all this. Talk to me about this. Talk to me about this. Now remember, man, y'all can't tell me nothing, man. Cats can't tell me nothing when it comes to these dudes, man. Now, let's talk this dude right here. Let me make it a little bigger because I know some of y'all can't see. Y'all see that right there? What's that say? What does that say right there? Let me make it even bigger. The Hawks are being very aggressive and looking to trade up high in the draft. Has also called teams that are picking in the top 5. Come on, man. Y'all don't see what they trying to do? Boy, y'all, bro, I'm telling you right now. They got 2 targets. The Hawks got 2 targets. Y'all don't want to listen to me because y'all think, Damon, you just, I ain't hating. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. And I know some of y'all don't want to look, because some of y'all, your problem is this. You're too attached to the players. See, I'm attached. See, when you hear me say the emotional stuff, listen to me. What do I say? I'm emotionally invested in the Atlanta Hawks. I ain't invested in no players. Okay? I have no emotional ties to none of the players. Okay? I don't care who get traded as long as the trade makes sense for my team. Okay? So I don't care who get traded. I don't care. Okay? As long as the return is worth it. But I'm going to tell you right now, they trying to get in the top 5. Why? Why are they trying to get into why are they calling teams picking in the top 5? Talk to me. Talk to me. It's only 2 reasons. They trying to get in that top 5 because they trying to get either Ace Bailey or they're going to get Circle K. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. But y'all sit up here and try to tell me, no, Damon, they like what they got, Damon. I'm trying to tell you. The only way they not going to get in the, let's call it top 7. I'm going to say top 7. Onsi said they were comfortable at what you think he going to say, Murris? Wait. Let me talk to y'all, man. Let me talk to y'all, okay? I don't know if y'all really listen to general managers, but let me tell you something. Never believe what a Hawks general manager says in public, because they never tell you the truth in public. Every GM we get who come in here, they lie all the time. In public, they be lying. But y'all be, well, Onsi said, what he supposed to say? What is, you know what, guys? You know what? Since this is my first press conference, let me give y'all my draft strategy. We're going to try to trade up into the top 5 or the top 7 so we could go get, are y'all really that gullible? Y'all can't be that gullible, bro. Y'all really cannot be that. If you was a general manager, okay, if you was a GM, would you really tell the public your strategy? You cannot be serious, dog. You cannot be serious, dog. Okay? Murris, listen to me, man. Listen to me, okay? So you can keep up with me, okay? I like what Onsi had to say. That's true. But you don't believe everything they Murris. You really believe that shit, huh? See, Murris the type of dude, the GM said, you know what? I like this guy. Murris would be like, that's what he means. What is he supposed to say? What is the GM supposed to say at the Hawks at his first press conference? You know what? Yeah, I was watching the playoff. I don't think going small is the way to go. What is supposed to say, man? Well, I don't get some of y'all. I'm gonna tell you why, man. I'm gonna tell you why. Because y'all are attached to certain players. Okay? I don't care. Trade whoever you got to trade if it's gonna make us better. Are we gonna get a good return on? Are we gonna get a good return on the trade? Like, I don't sit here. I can't believe y'all upset that the Hawks front office is being aggressive. You should want them to move up and go get one of these. Y'all sat right here and told me this draft was full of big-time players. Now y'all scared to move up and go get one of the big-time players. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. What y'all scared of? You know what y'all scared of? I'm gonna tell you. Because you don't like the player that they targeting. That's what it is. If it was a player you like, you'll be like, yeah, let's go for it. But because you don't like Circle K or you don't like Ace Bailey, no, man, we shouldn't do that, man, because nah, dog, don't do that. But if it was for a dude you like, you be all for it. Listen, Onsi, I like it. I like it. I like it. And what have I've been on this show, and what I told you is this: the only way the Hawks don't get up in the top 7 is if they scared to give up certain assets. But they trying to get up there in that top 7. Y'all don't believe me though. Y'all don't believe me. It makes too much sense. It makes too much sense. And then some of y'all getting upset because I bought up using Dyson Daniels to move up and get Ace Bailey. But then y'all be right. I be like, hey, so who gonna be the better player in 2 years? Ace Bailey or Dyson Daniels? And y'all be like, Ace Bailey. And then y'all be like, but I don't want to trade up to get him. If you think he gonna be the better player, why wouldn't you go get him? I don't get it. I don't get it. Salute to my guy, man, Grady Baby, man, with the super chat. Salute to my guy, Grady Baby, man. Appreciate that. I don't get it. So do y'all think I told you, they're either going after Ace Bailey or Circle K. They want one of those guys. Why do you think they even being mentioned and moving up in the draft? Somebody name me the last time one of these dudes reported the Hawks trying to get in the top 5 of the draft. They ain't never tried to trade up like this. They never tried to trade up like this. I can't even remember the last time we tried to trade up. I can't even remember to get to the top 5. That caught me off guard. I thought top 7. But you either want Bailey or you want K. And in order to guarantee any of those guys, you probably do need to get the 5. The only thing that might stop you is if Philly take Ace Bailey regardless. But if you get to the top 5, guess what? Guess what? If you get to the top 5, at a minimum, you leaving with whatchamajiggy. That was on draft night, C Wonder. I'm talking about before. That was on draft night. Nobody saw that coming. Bro, don't play with me. I'm a diehard Hawks fan. Don't play with me. Where did we get Hunter? They did nothing leak out about the Hawks moving up for Hunter. Nothing leaked out. Until when? Until Travis did it. Don't try to play me, man. Don't try to play. When it comes to Hawks, don't try to play me. I know what the Hawks do. I know all of it. I don't know why people be trying to play me. I don't know why people try to play me, man. I know exactly what they trying to do. And they trying to get either Ace Bailey or Circle K. And for some reason, I don't know why y'all scared to do it. Why y'all scared? Why y'all scared? You don't want us to go get the big dogs, okay, which we probably couldn't afford right now anyway. But y'all don't want to go get the big dogs. But then when I say we gonna run it back, y'all still be mad. We better not run it back. But then when the Hawks say we trying to move up in the draft, y'all be like, don't do it. So what do y'all want the Hawks to do? Hey, y'all, we gonna run it back. We're gonna run the same core players back. We better not do that. We better not run back the same dudes. Hawks trying to get Kevin Durant. Don't go get Kevin Durant. He too old. Hawks trying to move up top 5 in the draft to get one of these young stars. Don't do it. So what y'all want them to do? That's what I don't understand. But then y'all will sit here and be like, hey, man, hey, we could get an amazing player at 13 and 22. Man, if y'all don't stop the nonsense, bro. If y'all don't stop the nonsense, it's crazy. Then y'all say we want to win. You want to win, but you want them to use 13 and 22 and bring in 2 more young dudes that they got to develop again. Man, that's why, man, y'all just be all over the spot, man. Y'all be all over the spot. You don't want the superstars, okay? You don't want the young talent, and you don't want us to run it back. I don't know what y'all want the Hawks to do, man. What y'all want the Hawks to do? Listen, if Onsi got somebody and he go get him, Onsi. Go get him. If you think Ace Bailey is available, if you think Circle K is available, Onsi, and you think that's who we need, go get him. I'm riding with Onsi. I like the aggressiveness. I like it. But here's the kicker. Let me say this again. Okay? The only way they don't get to that top 5, top 7 is if they don't want to give up the assets. It's going to be certain things that other teams may want that the Hawks be like, no. They'd be like, no. But they definitely trying to get up in that draft. It's too many leaks. It's too many rumors. It's too many rumors. This is every last outside of Shams done said we trying to get up in the draft. Every last one done said we trying to get up in the draft. But y'all want to sit at but y'all want to sit at 13 and 22 and get some hope. We hope this dude do something. Man, listen, honestly, I'm gonna tell you like this. If y'all got a target, go get him. If y'all got a target, honestly, go get him. I'm supporting it. I'm down with the cause. Go get Ace Bailey. Go get Circle K. Do what you got to do, Onsi. Because Onsi said he making the decisions. Onsi said he making the decisions, so I'm riding with Onsi. Y'all not riding with Onsi? Y'all don't want Onsi to move up? Y'all don't want her to move up? I'm telling you, they trying to move up for a reason. And I already told y'all, if they take a big at 13, okay, Double O time as the starter is over with. He got 1 more year left. That's it. They take a big, if they move up and they get Circle K, y'all really think Double O gonna be your starting center next year? This gonna be Double O last year as your starting center. Okay. But Onsi said, what Onsi supposed to say to the public? Has Ace Bailey even worked out for the Hawks? Ace Bailey ain't worked out for nobody. How do we know he want to play? Bro, where you been at? Where you been at? You must don't follow Hawks news. Has Ace Bailey worked out for the Hawks? Ace Bailey hasn't worked out for no team. 0 teams. Okay? How do we know he wants to play for the Hawks? His agent said he would want to play between New Jersey and Atlanta. Tank, where you been at? His agent said that. That wasn't even a report. That was his agent. No, excuse me. I'm sorry. That was a report. I'm sorry. The agent, that was the report. The agent didn't say that out loud. My bad. Here's something I want to know. Type of 1 in the chat if you from Atlanta. If you from Atlanta, matter of fact, if you from Georgia, if you from Metro Atlanta, put a 1 in the chat. Because I want to ask y'all something. Y'all know I'm not from Georgia. Okay? But I need to know, I want to know how many people in here, in this chat, is from Atlanta. That's what I want to know. Okay? So how are y'all from Atlanta, but y'all don't... Okay, I know you from Zone 6. So how are y'all from Atlanta, but don't want the boy Ace Bailey the ball for the home team? Y'all don't want the boy Ace Bailey. Did he go to high school in Atlanta? Y'all not fucking with him now, huh? Y'all not fucking with him. He from Atlanta. Y'all not fucking with him. Did he go to school in Atlanta? And y'all not messing with the Georgia boy? Y'all not messing with the Georgia boy? I'm just saying, as many people from Atlanta that I talk to every day and that I've met, all I hear is, we got to get these Georgia boys. We got to get these Georgia boys. He a Georgia boy. Y'all don't even want him. And he a top 5 pick. And y'all don't want him. I thought y'all was different. Man. All I hear is, we got to get the Georgia kids. You got a Georgia guy right there. And y'all don't want him. I ain't tripping. Whatever. I support Onsi 100%. Now that I know he the main guy, I know who I can put my blame on, who I can get mad with. I support Onsi. So Onsi, we got John with the super chat. What John talking about? Didn't Phil say the buck stopped with him? How did that turn out? I'm all over the map. Whoever they pick, because they all over them. No, what Landry Field said, they're a collective. He said they're a collective. Today, Onsi said, nah, I do everything. I'm the one who, he said he do the draft. He said he doing free agency. That's what he said. If you didn't see the press conference, go to ATL Hawks fans, Jamila J YouTube channel. She got the whole thing up there. That's what he said. All I'm saying is, Onsi, if you see your boy, if you see somebody in that top 5, go get him. Go get him. We don't care what Tank says. We don't care what C Wonder says. They don't know what they're talking about anyway. Okay? If you see your guy, go get him. Being very aggressive. I love it. Go get your guy. Honestly, go get your guy. Stop playing around with these dudes. Let them know, hey, ain't nothing safe around here. If I see a player in that top 5 and I can get to him, I'm going to get him. If you got to give up a player, give him up. We ain't got to see, and that's what some of y'all got to understand, man. When you a GM, bro, you can't be friends with these dudes. You got to be ready to say, I'll trade this guy. I'll trade him. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy, but I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time, man. That's why I started this earlier than I usually do. Because I gotta go work on this engine. I gotta put some what y'all know. Y'all probably don't know nothing about cars. But I gotta go in the garage and work on this engine. I gotta put this compression fluid in the cylinders. I got to go put the compression fluid in the cylinders tonight. So I said, let me start this early. Y'all don't see the car when I be in the garage. Y'all don't see my blue hatchback in there, man. I'll be working on it, man. Slowly but surely. Hey, and yo, for real, check it. I'm gonna get with Mike, Ticket, and the boys, man, and we're gonna try to put something together. I'm trying to do something for opening for the first home game. I'm gonna try to have something going for the first home game. Okay, So we can get some basketball. We can get some going. Cause I know a lot of y'all in the chat, a lot of y'all not athletic. You know what I'm saying? So I think in the chat, I'll probably be about 95% of y'all in basketball. I ain't tripping. But yeah, we're gonna try to put something, together, man. And I'm waiting for the schedule to come out. That's all I'm waiting on. Once I see the schedule, we can pick a game. And since I'm coming from Texas, it's gonna be. I hope the home game on the weekend. But DeMond, you ain't nice at basketball, bruh. Tank, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Tank. Listen, when I come out there, Tank, I'm not playing no half court. I don't play half court ball, bro. I play full court. So you might want to start running up and down the. You might want to start doing some suicides. Okay, get in shape. Cause you better hope I ain't dunking on your ass when I get out there. Don't make me have to yam on you, boy. I hate to do it. I hate to see this. I hate to Pascal Siakam you. That's funny. I know I'm in the 5%. Damn, you ain't in no 5%. You can't even get up and down the court, man. Listen, only people who can hoop come on out when we get down there. The rest of y'all don't come out there, man. Okay? Cause I don't listen. Don't come out there. You can't hoop. Okay? Don't do it. Okay, but we're gonna put something together, man. Come out there. You know, I need to find a oh man. Woo. You retired from basketball. You retired, nigga. Bro. I need to stop. You ain't retired. What you talking about? You retired. If you can't play, you can't play. Jay. Crazy. I'm going to run my two. Man, you gonna need more than that, man. Cujo want us to meet. I know we ain't coming down there, Cujo. Heck no, bro. Ain't coming all the way down there. So listen, when we set this up, listen, don't come out there if you can't hoop, okay? Don't do it. I'm just saying. Let me drop this link, man, because I know people like where the link at? Let me drop this link. Cause I ain't finna be up here all night, so I got some stuff. I gotta go work on this engine. There go the link, gang. Come tap in with your boy, man. Hawks trying to get in that top 5, man. What y'all talking about, man? I don't play no sports with sudden cuts and change of direction. So what you do then? What sports you play? Oh, let me guess. I already know what Jay play. Jay a golfer. As soon as they can't make no sudden moves, he golf. He golf. I already know that. Got a little putter. That's White Mike alley right there. Y'all need to learn how to golf. Y'all need to holler at White Mike, man. White, know what he doing out there. I need to take some lessons from White Mike. Jay play pickleball. Real men don't play pickleball, man. Hey, that's how you know you ain't no athlete no more. When you play pickleball, you done gave up on real sports. You done gave up. See, Wonder look like a pickleball player. He probably not good neither.
Dang.
Marion, what's popping, man?
Man, that was cold. Put C1 on the pickleball court. That's cold. And it ain't good at it. That's cold.
Mm-hmm. C1 to be out there probably playing pickleball, calling foul.
Well, it's good that we got
to swing that paddle. You swing it, C1, you swing that paddle, and you miss. C1 to be like foul. Like what? What you playing? No, I'm just messing with you, C1. You know I'm messing with you.
What it do?
What's
It's
good,
good
gang?
that-
What's
You know
good? What's
what?
good?
It's fine. I'm used to it because when I speak truth, people get real mad. So it's all good.
Listen,
It's
if
all
you
good.
ain't talking about Jesus, everything else out your mouth a lie.
Listen, let me just say this. It's fans like you, and I love you, but it's fans like you is the reason why we don't win nothing. This whole idea that we
Hold on. Before we get into that, it's
Outside.
good that we have a GM who is the adult in the room. It's good that we have a GM who says that the buck stops with me. It's good that we have a GM who is willing to take the blame and also to take the credit. That's a good thing to have in Atlanta. I think that we got a good one here. I think that we got somebody who's going to make good decisions, and if he doesn't make good decisions, he'll be gone. So it's good.
Hey man, why y'all talk about pickleball and shit? I run actual marathons, like halves and fulls. So
How
like,
fast you run?
What you trying to do? You trying to get out there with me?
I'm already out there. I just did 10 miles yesterday. What you talking about?
What was your pace? About 8 minutes?
That was just easy run. It's easy run Sunday, baby.
I'm saying, did you do 8 minutes?
8 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
you don't know I run, huh?
Let's do it. That's what
Don't
I'm
worry.
saying. You can come out here.
Guess where I'm gonna be at though?
Demond, real spill.
Don't worry.
Come out here to
You
Houston.
know I'm running. I
Texas,
already signed up for the Houston Marathon.
I'm
I'll
saying,
be down
come
there in
down here in
January.
Houston. I'm gonna tell you. You come down here in Houston, you tap in with me, man. We'll go run with ZSC out here.
All right, bet. Yeah, you didn't know I run.
Come to the run club.
What's up, fellas?
You didn't know I run, huh?
No, I mean, shit, I bet I don't put
Mike,
running past nobody.
Hey, Mike, you better tell this dude.
No, look, Demond, I don't put running past nobody. Like, I see running
right now. I'm about 60 miles a week.
Yeah.
Hey, Demond, when the last time you played any ball?
Last week.
How many games you played?
I just played one.
That all you had?
Oh, who had?
Say, why are you asking that?
I bet he got 2 points and 2 rebounds.
See, I see the reason I'm asking that. I knew a dude that used to run from Cascade all the way to Decatur and back.
I run,
and I got him out there on the court, and that joker like the white eyed out there.
What's your on-off percentage?
John, you can't even play 2 games. You hear me?
I just played 2 games a couple of weeks ago with Uncle Steve.
Against senior citizens? That don't count.
Oh my God!
Hey, that's fair. That's fair matchup. That's a fair matchup, though.
John out there beating up on other 80-year-old men talking about
That's
out here hooping.
That's fair matchup.
Yeah, wait a minute. I thought the cutoff was playing ball. Period. Okay.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you,
I ain't coming out there with y'all.
When I get out there, bring your ass out there, John. Don't be a mat.
No, I ain't coming out there. I already have all the trophies.
You asking me how many games I played, but you can't come out there. I know why you scared.
Man,
I know why I'm scared too.
Hey, John, I'm gonna tell you.
I know why I'm scared too.
I'm gonna tell you something, John. Hey, CC Wonder, man, y'all boys better get right, man. I done seen a lot of dudes between flag football, basketball, pickup games, get out there and try to make a cut, boy, and pop something.
See, yeah, man, I saw Halliburton last night. They got me. They got me.
I see my homeboy go to the paint and tear his quad. I say, yeah, I'm done with this. Once I see that, I'm like, nah.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Just bring
we'll play horse for money.
Hey,
that's
man,
it.
Listen.
We'll play horse for money.
I felt that one good time playing around.
I thought you finna talk to me about like some hooping or some horse.
Horse.
We'll play horse for money.
Hey,
Jay talking about you don't make no cut. You can't make no cuts. You
No,
can't
I'm
even play
just saying
hide and
I
seek
don't
with
do
the
that. I don't
kids.
do that kind of stuff no more. I took a
You can't
hard
play
man,
fall. I'm gonna tell you what
you can't
happened.
play
I'm gonna
hide and
tell you what
seek.
happened.
I want to. Can we
Look,
get back to the?
Look, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I took a
Oh
hard fall
shit!
one time.
I had a D1
Look,
scholarship
I'm
on
gonna
the
tell you.
table,
Nah,
Jamal.
I'm not about to give you no story like
We
that.
talk
I'm gonna
Hawks
tell
ball,
you.
not street
I
ball.
went to homecoming one time with my school. I
I
took a
took an
hard
arrow to the
fall, boy.
knee.
Talking about?
I done
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
that once I broke
Zero
my
can't
elbow in
brag.
3 places. I'm like, nah, these medical bills too expensive. Then like
Yeah, that's
I done
right.
seen my
AC, they
homeboy.
trying to get a game up with
Look. And then
everybody.
2 months
AC,
Ain't
later, I
that's
nobody worried
seen
all.
my
about AC
homeboy tear
ass.
that
AC just need to
quad.
stay his ass
Woo!
right
No
there when I
way.
get out there. He get that work too.
No
I
way.
don't.
I'll get out
I
there
get
and
all
No,
job
right
with
at
y'all
with the
though.
little
I'm
kids.
of the African variety, so we don't really play basketball. We're more of the soccer, football.
I
Stuff
play
like that.
soccer
Like
too.
I don't play soccer either, so
So
I don't
what you
really
do? You an athlete? That means
Hey,
you
No,
play
he
I
disqualified
ain't said
himself
nothing.
from
I
every
ain't ain't said said
play.
nothing to soccer nobody. presence down here.
I ain't said nothing to nobody. I ain't talking
Oh, I'm
no
just
shit.
making
I ain't
sure.
said nothing,
Okay.
right?
I'm gonna put
Hey,
you.
hey,
I
wait a
like
minute.
that though.
Wait
I
a
like
minute.
that, AC. I like that. I'm gonna put you. AC, I'm gonna put you over there with the scholars. Okay, we're gonna put you over there with the scholars. I like that.
Wait a
Scholars.
minute. AC started off with his heritage and lineage, and then disqualified
Yeah,
himself. No, I don't do none of that shit. I don't do nothing.
Well, hey, John. What AC should have said.
said
What AC
That
should
what
have
he
said
said.
was.
Nigerian boy.
Hey, what you
We
should have
more
said was
like
they
I dare
play
you to
soccer.
challenge them in soccer, though.
yeah,
I
they
dare you
play
to challenge them
soccer,
in
right?
soccer.
We're,
Got it.
AC
they
should
play
have said
soccer.
they play soccer.
I don't
I'm a
play
scholar.
anything, so I just watch people play.
All right, let me
Oh,
get back on
Okay,
topic,
I was
man.
thinking like if
I'll
y'all
let
do
y'all
it for
Oh,
y'all
Lord
players,
have
you don't
mercy.
record
softball.
everything.
I'll let
I
y'all
play
get
a
me
little
off topic.
softball.
All right,
That's
let's
it.
get back to Onsi, man. Let's get back to Onsi. Now, check it.
Okay, yeah. Let's get back to Onsi. Now,
Listen.
yeah,
That's
you go ahead. I
that's
got something I
another
got to say
report.
about that.
Hey, that's another report that got
Listen,
the
I
Hawks
was
trying to get in that top 5, top 7. Where there's
Onsi
smoke,
never
there's
said he
fire.
wasn't willing to do it. He just said he's going to do it for the right price. He's not going to
Hey,
sell the farm to get him.
I like that, man.
Who
Honestly,
said he
man.
was gonna sell the farm? See, Wonder, what you
That's
talking
what
about?
you want to do. You want to sell
That's
our
what you want to do, Damon.
Where did I
That's
say
not
sell
what.
the
That is
farm?
not
You
what
spent
Lamar
all
said.
stream 2 days ago talking about it.
Exactly.
What did I
Don't
say?
act
What did I
stupid.
say? Please remind me what I said.
You said to get
You
rid of
don't
Dyson.
remember?
Willing to get rid of Dyson.
You don't remember?
What
You said everybody's expendable.
Everybody's
That was a hypothetical.
Here's the key.
That-
Here's the key part that y'all, for some reason, I don't know why y'all don't hear this when I say it.
Because they ain't
Here
listening.
you go. He's shifting gears.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I said if the Hawks think this guy is better, they need to go get him.
Yeah,
That's what you said. That's what you said.
Better than who
And
though?
then what I did was give you examples on why they may.
That was a
something.
hypothetical. Y'all got pissed off because he mentioned Dyson.
Pharaoh,
I don't know why these.
Right.
I don't know what y'all
though,
been
'cause
hearing.
Goalpost all you want.
I don't want
You
to
guys
trade
can shift
Dyson
your
for
goalpost
nobody.
all you want, but I heard exactly
Dyson
what he said.
untouchable.
Talking about
Pharaoh,
trading Dyson.
No, y'all
Pharaoh,
got
what
mad
did I
because he
say,
said
Pharaoh?
Dyson. He said if you think Ace is gonna be better than Dyson in 2 to 3 years, go get him. It was a hypothetical. He ain't trying to
No,
get
but
rid
he
of
said
Dyson.
he was willing to trade Dyson.
I said.
If. Do y'all not know what the word "if" mean?
I know what
He didn't say if.
Hey, now he also said
Where did he
2 or
not say
3
if? He said-
shows back. Everybody's spelling.
I just got finished
Hold on.
watching the stream,
Listen,
Pharaoh.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you in a
He
helicopter?
started the thing started off by saying, "If you think he's better." Where did he not say if?
Oh, okay.
He said,
He said that.
no, he
also
said the report. Hang on, let me
he
say. He
also
said he read the
that
report,
he was
and
going
then
to
he's
trade
like, "I'm going to trade the 13th, the 22, and
what's
for
his name?
Dyson
For
Daniels
Yang.
to move up."
Yang.
Y'all, if y'all going with 3 different arguments, ain't we talking about the way you talking about Dyson the other day ago?
Pharaoh, you
Oh no, I'm talking about all of it. Cumulative.
Yeah, I know a team in the top 5 will actually give
Y'all
up their
got y'all
top 5
attached to
pick and then
Dyson.
some for Dyson. Right?
Well, see,
Y'all
I
are
don't
so
see.
attached to Dyson.
Oh,
and
okay,
that was a hypothetical.
all right. Now,
Here's the thing right here, man. Listen, the reason I brought it up is because that's when I read the report when it said that Ace Bailey might try to get to New Jersey or play in Atlanta.
New Jersey.
Okay? That was the report. They wanted him.
That should have been the black flag or the white flag right there. New Jersey? There ain't no team in New Jersey.
Listen,
the Boston said Atlanta first too.
Well, he's talking about Brooklyn. He's talking about Brooklyn.
They said Atlanta somewhere. They wanted to keep him on the East Coast. That's what they said.
Right.
Atlanta was they actually said Atlanta. Okay. So
Perfect.
what I did was say, okay, how if you get Ace Bailey, let me give you my thought process. If you go after Ace Bailey, right? Who from the starting lineup is going to be moved? Because
Zach.
you don't trade up in the top 5 to get a
Okay,
guy.
that's fine, but he said he wasn't giving up Zach. That's where Dyson came in.
And I said, I'm not trading Zach.
That's just as dumb.
I'm keeping Zach, okay? But I would, if I could give up Dyson Daniels to go get Ace Bailey, I would do that. And the reason, and I gave you the reasons why it would make sense for the Hawks to do it. And I said,
state those reasons
no,
again,
hang on. I want to argue with Demar about this.
Reasons.
The key words was this. I said, if the Hawks believe that Ace
Once again, I heard the word
Bailey is going to be better than Dyson Daniels in 2 to 3 years,
Which
you
they
make
don't.
that move because
you don't know that.
But Demar, why wouldn't you apply that logic to Zach?
They wouldn't be trying
because
to extend
one,
Dyson.
you think he gonna be better, but 2, you only gonna pay him $6 million over the next 4 years compared to $30 million over the next 5 to Dyson Daniels. So that way you can take that extra money. That
It ain't even going to be that expensive, though. It's not going to be that expensive, though.
I would
Even
just
if you
say,
say 20,
I would say
listen,
Zach.
even if you say
Demar don't wanna pay
25
Dyson
million,
Daniels. He don't wanna
Ace
pay
Bailey
Dyson
only going to average $6 million over the next 4 years. So you still saving a ton of money, and you can take that money and go get other free agents.
So
This is a dumb argument. If you'd have said anybody other than Dyson, this wouldn't be a problem.
It wouldn't even have been Dyson. You could have said Trey Young, and I'd have an issue.
Trading Dyson, that's all it is.
Hold on, Dyson's first of all.
Any player I would have an issue with. You can't rely on a rookie his first year. He can't do it.
Exactly.
You the one said we gonna be in the play-in next year. So why you pissed off?
Because we will be. Because they're big teams better than us.
Hey, that's bad. Why would you want to trade a first team all
I don't agree with Ryan on that.
Why
I
would you
think
want
we're
to
going to
trade
be
that?
in the playoffs. If we
What
stay
you
healthy, we'll be in the playoffs.
Hold up real quick.
Yeah, Boston won't have Jason Tatum next year, but they'll still be a 6 seed.
Hey, hold on real quick. Hold on real quick.
You didn't say that, but
Come
this is
on.
new because back 2-3 weeks ago you said play.
Real quick. Hey, I'm gonna drop off real quick because I got my boy PDS. I think this is his first time up here, so y'all show my guy some love real quick, and then I'll hop back on. I'm gonna still be listening. I ain't going nowhere, but I can only have 10 people up here. But
Go ahead, Marion.
I want to hear what the
Ryan,
homeboy
I'm with you, by the
PDS
way.
and them got to say. Hold
It
up. Be
doesn't
quiet.
matter
Hold on.
who it would have been. We all would have
Can
been.
we go around the horn?
Hang on. Let Marion.
See,
Can
Wonder,
we go
it's a
around the horn?
hypothetical.
Can
It
we go
wasn't
around the
real.
horn?
Yeah. So this is what we do. I'm gonna drop off. We'll go around the horn. We'll start with Marion, J, Ron, C. Wonder, John Farrell, AC Tank, Grady, baby. I see Jamal over there putting it down in home court. And then we'll go to homeboy PDS. I'm just gonna be right here listening. I ain't going nowhere.
What's the question though that we're going around the horn with?
We speaking about just give me a little 30-second to 1 minute synopsis of what you thought of the press conference from Onsi Saleh, and you can mention anything he said in there. Go ahead, Marion. We'll start with you.
Well, that changes the subject a little bit, but clarification before we do that. What you were just talking about, didn't they say that Ace Bailey's camp said that he wanted to be anywhere on the eastern seaboard between New Jersey and Atlanta?
No, he said New York.
That's what the report said.
They said they want to be between New York and Atlanta, but I think people.
Yeah, but that's the same thing.
Right?
That's the eastern seaboard.
That's literally the same
thing.
thing.
I think they're really saying they either want him to play for the Nets or the Hawks. I don't think they mean, because if that was the case, they wouldn't have canceled the Philadelphia interview. You know what I'm saying? He's not even talking to the team.
Well, Philadelphia.
He ain't talking to none of them. But let's start off with the Onsi stuff, man, so we can go and get it
let's start
over.
off with that.
All right. What I like to say about the Onsi stuff is that, like I said before, it was good that we have a GM who would tell that the buck stops with him. The one thing that got me was the best player available. I think that we need to come out of this draft with a 7-footer at some point. I don't want to see us come out with two wing players or a guard and a wing player. Regardless of how great they are, we need a 7-footer because we're lacking in the front court.
All right. What's good, Jay?
I mean, it was a good intro. We'll see. I mean, I believe half of what I hear and all of what I see, right? So, BPA, like to Marion's point, I think if you believe in a guy, go ahead and move up for him, whatever. Um, I don't think my hot take is I don't really believe that the Hawks are gonna take a big. I see them taking a wing, maybe a power forward. They just need to add a center. It doesn't necessarily need to be draft a center. But hey, BPA is in the eyes of the beholder. So
Facts. What's good, Ryan?
What's good, gentlemen? I mean, I liked what he talked about. He referenced, his history and how much he's learned over his tenure with Golden State, and I think he said San Antonio and stuff too. But he comes in with direction. I mean, I think we all can agree, like he knows what he wants and knows how he's going to build it, and that's veteranship, which is and leadership quality, which is something no slight to Landry, but he didn't really have. But I'm interested to see what he'll do, and excited for Wednesday.
What's good? He wanted to talk to me. Onsi press conference thoughts.
Damn, that's
I liked his leadership. I liked his poise. I liked his intelligence and like how he was like being very precise and how he wasn't like bull crapping. Like he was very precise in how he was talking about. I really liked the fact that when they asked, like, "What are you doing with Trey?" They said, "We're locked in with him. We're locked in with him. We're locked in. He's locked in this season. We're locked in with him." That's awesome. The thing that kind of I hated it, but I kind of understood where he was coming from when they were asking, "Hey, do you want to have size and length?" He said, "Well, we're not really going to be focusing too much on tradition. Like, we got a lot of leadership."
Pause.
John,
What's pause about? What's pause about?
John,
pause?
cut it out. Anyway,
Go ahead.
You can't say nothing nowadays.
Your head's out the gutter. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, about traditional. Like, we're not going to have traditional size and all that. But like, nah, man. Like, we need a 7-footer. Like, to Marion's point. But I'm kind of, it is what it is. If he feels like, and he also said that Okongwu, he's very excited to see Okongwu. Listen, if you're going to say that Okongwu is not going to be here and you don't believe what he says, then you don't need to believe what he said about Trey either. So, and I think he really means that when he says that he wants to keep Trey. So if he believes that about Trey, I think I'll take it that he wants Okongwu to be here for at least the foreseeable future. I'll wait to see if we trade up, if it makes sense and we get Kaman. I'm happy. If not, I'm okay with it too. He said he wanted to take the best player available, which I really enjoy too. Like, hey, as long as you get the best player available, I'm all right with that as well.
What up, John? Thoughts?
Old man told me a long time ago.
What'd he tell you?
A lie don't care who tell it, and a fart don't care who smell it. I do not trust these folk. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell these people doing. This man done jumped up here.
A fart don't care who smell it. I'm gonna steal that one.
These people jump up here, and yes, Demond Landry Fields did say out of his own pie hole, "I am the man. The buck stops with me." And everybody remember him saying that. I was trying to find the clip, but he said that before, and that's been said before. Now, right, with all of these moves that this man is making, give him the president seat, man. A damn general manager telling vice presidents what to do, calling shots. I'm the man. I'm him. Okay, Hawks, give him the job. Give him the job. Regardless of whether they give him the job or not, now that you done stepped your big foot out there in the middle of the road saying that you the man, you the buck stopper and the big shot caller and the big baller, whatever, I'm holding your ass responsible for anything that happens.
What's good, Pharaoh?
Okay, I got to go back and watch the whole thing, but I saw the clips. Like, I like the best player available thing. I like that he said I'm in charge because yes, Landry said that, but at the same time, he was like, it's a collaboration. We're all in the room making decisions. I like that he said I'm the one in charge. I like Onsi. Well, I ain't never really heard him talking nothing, but I like the work he did in San Antonio and Golden State. So I mean, and apparently he was the one making the trades here. So I'm fine. I like him.
AC.
I just want to say something real quick. I like how after Landry got fired, that suddenly he just has all these supporters. Like, I don't know. I thought y'all wanted him gone.
Big facts.
I like the man, Onsi, man. He got a lot of aura to him. You know, he got a lot of aura. He has the presence, the huge beard, the bald head. Like, he just that guy. Like, I was about to say the N word, but he's just that guy, right? It's just
would you buy a car from him?
Shit, maybe I would. I don't know.
You gonna take him on a date? AC talking about his beard in his head.
I won't say. I'm not
Now,
gonna say all that.
I
but,
wasn't. Now, see, I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't gonna do that.
Right.
You need to talk to your boy.
You look like a
Man,
confident guy.
go ahead and DM him, man.
You go ahead, take.
Oh yeah, Onsi Saleh. I don't know. Does he look like Pero Antic, or is that just me?
No, he look like
He
Pero.
does.
That's like Pero. For some reason, I don't know what it is.
He look like Pero.
Yeah, but yeah, I like what he said. I like the best player available because we really don't know. We don't know what we're going to do at the draft. I thought we was going to take maybe a center, maybe at 13, but we don't really know what he's going to do. But yeah, and he's not, because I remember when one of you guys said that Quinn Snyder was in roster control, and he is not. He's not the one.
A part of it,
No,
he's a part of.
He has a say. That's what we say. He has a say in roster control, roster construction. A say. We didn't say he the G call.
Well, I thought when y'all said he's the one that's making the calls, like who's
nah.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear that he's the one in control of the roster. So if the Hawks are doing good, so we give him credit. If they ain't, he's the one to blame. So I agree with that. That's it though.
Okay. All right. Where'd Jamal go? He dropped off. All right, cool.
Yeah, man, I think he did. But I want you to clarify something, Damon. I want you to clarify something. Now, you said earlier in the broadcast today, you made a big point about not believing everything that you hear from the general manager, or that the general manager might not be telling everything, and we already know that part. But the thing is that what part are we supposed to believe? Because see, I'm basing everything on what they say, because that's all I got.
Let me tell you. Okay. So when you listen to these general managers, you got Onsi.
Yep.
Now you got to look at you look at the organization. Okay. And then you just start with reports and stuff. You just putting 2 and 2 together, because obviously as fans, we're not inside the building. So you're basically putting stuff together. This is what things I don't believe. When GMs talk about a player in public, you rarely hear a GM, I don't care how long they've been there, bash a player. They rarely talk down on a player. And if you ever heard a GM talk down on a player, it's nothing you as a fan you didn't already know. So when he comes out and he says we're happy with Double O, that's what he's supposed to say. You're supposed to say that, regardless of what you think. But like I tell y'all, the Hawks trying to move up in the top 5.
Hold up.
Even if the Hawks take a big at 13, that tells you right there that that's their big for the future. And then you also got to remember, and I'm just using Double O as an example, Onsi, Graham, the dude we got from Philly, I can't remember his name.
Dinwiddie.
None of them was here when Double O was drafted. What does that tell me? That tells me this. Onsi may have a vision on how he want the team to look. Since he didn't draft Double O to me is expendable. So then you look into why would the Hawks want to go into the top 5 or the top 7? Every report you heard was for Ace Bailey. Was for Circle K, right? Then even the other reports you look at that say the Hawks drafting at 13, everybody got us drafting a big. You may see one that says Fleming. You may see a rare one that says Essenye. but a majority of them is got the Hawks drafting a big man, regardless of who it is. Okay, when you take a big
the recent
man,
one, they got Igor Dimon. We drafted Igor Dimon in 13th. I think was it Gavoni?
You're not drafting Igor Dimon because you got the same type of player on the Skyhawk. He the exact same type of player.
That's the latest. That's the latest.
Who's that?
That's Nikola Jurisic.
Jurisic, he's 6'8".
Okay.
He from I can't remember where he's from.
Slavia,
He's from Serbia.
Somewhere in Europe.
Serbia, my bad.
He played at Mega.
That you already
but Nikola.
And then why would you draft a guy like Igor? He can't shoot the ball.
Second round pick though.
I agree with you.
Nikola is a private.
But what I'm telling you is this, Wanda. My point is this.
Well, no, that's because
the majority of the draft mocks got the Hawks taking some sort of big man.
I think y'all dismissing Igor too much.
Okay, well, but that's not my point. Igor's not the point. The point is this: a majority of the mocks got the Hawks taking a big. You take a big at 13. You're looking at him as your big man of the future. That's why I said Double O, this will be his last year starting. I'm not saying now if you go top 5 and you draft K at 5.
Why they can't be the case at 22?
Huh?
Yeah. Hey, why can't it be at 22 too?
Because usually your players you're getting in the 20s are the ones who go.
Why that can't be the case at 22?
Everybody say we're getting Yang. Yang, that's a replacement right there too.
You know what's funny about the center position?
You guys like Yang, you'll draft a guy like Yang based on how the board plays out. If you can get Yang, what the team's gonna try to do is somebody like Yang, where they're not completely 100% sold on. Now that's just my speculation. Not 100% sold on. What teams will do, they'll wait to the draft and see how the board plays. If they can wait, what teams gonna try to do? They're gonna try to wait to get somebody like Yang. But if the board plays out to where Yang could move up and get drafted earlier, that will change how some teams look at how to get somebody like the Yang who's not considered the top big or a lottery pick. So they'll try to wait it out. But usually your guys who picked in the 20s, they don't get a lot of rotational minutes with the first unit unless that team is a fully rebuilding team. So somebody like the Nets,
especially if they're movers and shakers. If teams are trading up and trading all around, then yeah.
And the board can change depending on.
But that's okay though. But
y'all want to know the truth about centers?
Just challenging what you're saying, Demond. Just to push back on a little bit is that even if we did take a big at 13. I don't think that big is starting or having equal minutes to Double O in his first year.
Exactly.
Like, so I don't think
didn't say that, Mike. That's not what I said. I didn't say that. I said if you take.
I'm not saying that you are saying that.
Oh, I said if you take a big at 13.
I follow you. I'm just saying.
You looking at that big, probably just gonna be your starting center the following season, because once again, whoever drafted Double O and had that vision of him being their guy, they're not there anymore. So unless Onsi and whoever he talks to, unless they have that same vision, hey, I can see Double O as the starter, even though he's on the side. Unless they had that vision,
he said that. He said that in the press conference. He said that he was not into traditional big man. He said that.
That's what he's supposed to say.
Well, you know what though.
I mean, here's what I said. You want to do this? I want you to go back. I want you to get on YouTube. I want you to go back, and I want you to look at Travis Link first press conference. I don't want you to listen to what he says, and you tell me, did he lie or did he tell the truth?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Here's my thing.
They're not gonna give away what they're doing.
But the one I was asking,
somebody said we should use 22 to redraft AJ Griffin.
Y'all heard me say this about the center position before, but when I look at true big men, I'm talking power forward centers. I'm not talking about the fours that can play three. I'm talking about true 4-5s, right? Unless you believe that the guy is going to be like a top 10 player at that position in the world, I don't really believe in drafting centers in the first round. I mean, like, you look at who the guys you think are the top, true bigs in the NBA: Anthony Davis, Evan Mobley, Jaren Jackson, Cat. All of those dudes, except like Jokic, are top 5 picks. Typically, when it's like a center's going high, it's like a game changer is a top 5 pick. Everybody else is kind of like it's a lot of second round picks. Mitchell Robinson starting. It's a lot of mid round picks. So I just don't believe in putting a lot of value into a center.
Well, it depends. It depends on your style. It depends on your style of play. So, like with the
Yeah.
Hawks, right? They probably like Circle
I
K
said that just
90%, 90% because he could athletic and he could defend, protect the rim.
Well,
I think
I would do Circle
think
K
his
because
offensive
Circle K is a
game.
top 5 pick. Like
Yeah,
he falls
yeah.
the mode of what I'm talking
yeah,
about. Like
Well, this is
if
but
what
you
I'm
it's not
believe
saying.
like
just Circle
a
K
center,
though. I
a
mean,
Why
center
would you think? But see,
like Jokic.
this is the thing, Jay. This is the thing. When you say that, that means you're taking all those scouts and saying whatever they saying don't mean shit. So that means I could take your same train of thought and apply that to every talent that's getting drafted. I could say, hey, the scouts think this dude gonna be something. No, he not.
No, that's
So
not
you
what I'm
gotta
saying.
believe the scouts to
No,
some
that's not
point.
what I'm saying. I'm saying if you only draft my
that-
philosophy on big men is when I look at the dudes that are truly top 10 in their position, that like most big men, power forward centers in the NBA are role players. The guys that are not role players are top 5, were top 5 picks in their class. Minus like Jokic. I mean, like he's the exception to the rule.
And
Tommy
Wimby.
Maliwat is getting the top 5 buzz. Like he is along the same type of prospect as all the top 10 or so bigs. Everyone else is kind of role players. Like most of them were second round picks. It's like you're looking for a guy that's like a physical tools bet that you can teach defense, and then you can get them to play a role. Like Isaiah Hartenstein is a prime example of that. I mean, Miles Turner was what, pick 11 in the draft. I mean, he's a pretty decent center. I wouldn't say he's top 5. I say he's middling, but like again, like I just don't believe in it. I see a lot of these
Well,
teams take them second round shots and just
Jay, the
develop a
problem
guy.
is the
but
problem
Big
is
that's
man.
but
that
that's
your theory
no.
is based on a
That's
small ball era.
No, it's
And if you
not.
haven't
It's
if you haven't no-
even
if you haven't
before
noticed,
then. Even before then. Like these dudes,
the
these
small
guys are
ball era
seven
is ending
footers
though.
though.
What's that?
man.
I said we're
Let
not
him
talking
say
about just 7 footers.
something.
Like Rudy Gobert, Steven Adams were like mid teens
Yeah, but they
picks.
came along in the small ball era. They
I
But
came
wouldn't
bro,
say
but
along
at
in
the
Steven
same
Adams
time
was
though,
drafted
Jay.
into
But
a
I'm
small
saying
ball
though,
era.
Jay,
wasn't on
no.
display.
But you can say that about anybody though. Shay and J Dub was not top 5 picks, bro. I don't even think they both was top 10. Neither one of them was top 10 picks.
No,
Means
but that,
Shay Gillis,
but
Shay
they
that's
were
and
I'm
J
talking
Dub was
about
not top 10
centers though.
picks.
No, he's just
I
talking
would
about
I
No,
would
Mike.
no.
Mike
He's
What
talking
you
Mike
said
strictly.
is that
Mike.
I can Jay, listen for a second, Jay. Listen for a second. What you're doing, I'm saying that I can do that across the board, and I can pick and choose stuff to fit the other way as well. I can say, hell, I'm not gonna go top 5 on no wing guy or point guard because shoot, Shay just went, you know what I'm saying, at whatever, and J
11.
Dub was whatever he was. So I don't know. I don't know.
But see
I
that, but I think that's
I
where you're
mean
missing it. I would
the
rather
thing,
go on. I would rather
but
look at a wing
what I
or a
wanted to
guard that
say
can
real
do
quick though,
things like
man.
that
What I would
in
say,
those positions than a
what I'll
big.
say real quick is that all right, okay, bro, I understand. Okay, I got you. That's what you want to do. Fact of the matter is that the Hawks are connected to way too many doggone bigs and brought people in too many bigs
That's
in here.
true.
I'll be highly surprised if them folks did not
Oh
draft a
yeah,
big man
definitely.
into this program, into this something that Onsi did say. I agree with Demond though. It's like you can't take what he's saying, but let's just do it anyway. What he did say is that he acknowledged that the Pacers and Thunder both basically there off of development, drafting and developing, even though we like to focus on the Pascal thing, but that's what he said. Okay. And he acknowledged about, we having, basically flexibility and stuff like that. I mean, he very well could trade up with those picks or whatever. But I'm not gonna gloss over the fact that, like I said, he did mention about developing and stuff like that, and he seemed like he do want to add to this young core a little bit more. And which is me personally, I've been kind of saying that, but bro, we need another young big, bro. Like we don't have a legitimate big like Mo. Whatever. Even if you want to talk about the other ones in this draft, a role, bro, we ain't even got a role playing big on this roster. Like
That's a fact.
OKC, no matter what you just said, I don't care where they picked them at. Chet Holmgren wasn't no late teens pick. Chet Holmgren is a 7-footer who was a lottery pick, and he just won a
Second pick in the
championship.
draft.
And he had a second pick in the draft behind a
Second
Wemby.
pick.
Nah, he went behind.
No, he
Wemby,
went behind
though. I'm
Paolo
saying that's behind
Banchero.
Paulo.
Yeah, Paulo.
He was behind Apollo.
Paulo, whatever. Okay, well, I messed it up, but it's Wemby because he got hurt. But whatever it goes, second pick, lottery, top, whatever it is, I'm just saying, bro, is that like I can kind of pick and choose that stuff. And then also too, I do kind of agree with like Marion though. Is like I wouldn't get too caught up into this lack of a better term, bro, whole center era, bro, and like you know what I'm saying, just be like, oh, I don't need a big, whatever, just because of Miles Turner is your example of a big today or whatever. Like if that's the case, then like yeah, you gonna feel like a big ain't important whatsoever because Miles Turner is a 7-foot.
Y'all triggered him when y'all brought up Miles Turner.
Man is important. I
can't believe y'all actually want a Miles Turner at some point. That's all.
That's all I'm getting at. I just think that it's better to look.
Hey, there Jamal is back. You gonna ask him the question and let him comment?
Yeah, but we connected to a lot of bigs though, Jay. And they
I agree. I think they're looking at bigs that they can either get in the back half of the first round, or they're looking to buy a second round pick. That's my philosophy with it. Like I wouldn't.
Well, we got 2 bigs. Number one is
that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't.
So,
my whole thing on it is I just don't. I just fundamentally believe like unless you believe the big man is going to be a top 10 player at his position, you shouldn't be taking him outside of the second round or in the 20. Like before 20, I just wouldn't do it. I look at other positions because most bigs in the NBA are role players, whereas the wings and the guards, you actually have a shot. You actually have.
That kind of go to Marion point though. That's bigs are coming back.
To Jay's position. But to Jay's position, I get what he's saying.
Like the guys that really impact winning at the 5. No. What I'm saying is the dudes that you know to be top 10 centers in the NBA, outside of Jokic, the main thing they have in common was they were like top 5 picks. Like literally, if you just go down the line, you look at Jaren Jackson, Evan Mobley, Anthony Davis, Chet Holmgren, all of those dudes were top. Like Kamen Malawak. The reason why I'm saying I trade up for him is because he's another dude that's in that mode.
Listen,
he's not on that
a lot
level.
of those a lot of those guys that were top 5 centers, they also did very well in college ball.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not on that level though, bro.
When you really look at the best power forward centers in the NBA, a lot of them were top 5.
He's not on that level, bro.
Tank.
Circle K. I agree.
That's what I'm talking about. He's not on that level. All those things that Jay just brought up, he's not on that level, bro.
And he's okay taking them at that. He's not that.
Bro.
If anything, Jay, I feel like
right quick.
My point is very simple though. If you don't believe he's going to be a top 10 center in the NBA, I would just
point, Jay.
Yeah.
Said it 5 times, man. If you don't believe
he ain't that, bro. I'm sorry.
He did say it 5 times. Can we hear from Jamal?
Oh, what would have happened, and what would you guys be saying if Indiana had won?
I think this will be a lot different. Indiana won the series.
Hey,
What would you all have been saying if Indiana had won? And Jamal. Hey, Jamal didn't get a chance to say nothing. Hey, Jamal, go ahead, man.
John, you'd be hearing a lot of Pascal talks. Like, why don't we get Pascal?
I was right, bro. I was right.
Pascal.
Jamal.
Go ahead, Jamal.
Man, yeah, I mean, shoot, we still on the Onsi, or we on the draft now?
We're talking draft.
Onsi and draft.
Whatever
talk about Onsi. The question was Onsi. Go ahead and talk about Onsi.
This Billy ain't gonna talk about Onsi though. He just said,
I mean, you know, with a GM, they ain't gonna talk about that. I mean, I'm gonna be straightforward. The GM, if he a good GM, he's really not gonna point you into any direction whenever he's talking anyway. The only thing I did like is the fact that Onsi kind of made it where it felt like, all right, I am that guy, you know, and he might be that guy because I mean, we were talking collective groups 5 minutes ago. Now it's like Onsi sounds like, hey, this is my shit, and that's different. You know what I'm saying? That's different.
Oh, so Marion, you see it my way now, right? With a head.
You still got problems with titles, John. I don't see it.
Yeah, I got a problem with titles. Yeah, I do. Because see, I want to hold folk responsible, and I want to praise individual people for what it was that they did to contribute.
Well, he told you the buck stopped with him.
Yeah, he said about the
I was right about the.
It don't matter about the title.
Pacers can't win.
Ayers,
Yeah, it do.
Ayers, they're not restarting. Hawks
it
are not
do.
restarting Lloyd Pierce.
He made sure to say he was the man.
Tank, what'd you say?
He was always
At
the man.
GM, we still just don't sit right with me.
I said I was right about the Pacers. They don't have a superstar. You can't win a championship without a superstar.
Hold up. You are missing.
They got Pascal, right?
If
He's not hold on, Pascal is not a superstar.
Bro. Pascal is not a superstar.
Pascal's an all-star, not a superstar.
I wanted that man like he was a superstar. I kept on saying, "Oh, we ain't get Pascal."
Well,
just because you want somebody don't mean they got to be a superstar.
They missed Halliburton being out there. They really missed Halliburton.
Hey, AC,
gonna win that game, bro.
Tank. If Pascal was on this team, we'd be a lot better.
You said what?
Bro.
That's true.
What you say, Ryan?
I wouldn't doubt
I
that.
said if we had Pascal Siakam, we'd be better.
Stop with that
But
report.
we ain't win no chip.
Stop with that report.
I mean,
That's not what he said. He said we'd be better.
And I said we ain't winning no chip with Pascal. That's what I said.
I guess
They didn't either.
They didn't either.
That's my point. You can't. He ain't no superstar. You need superstars
Just because you want a player don't mean they got to be a superstar.
Superstars to win chips, bro. Period.
Who was the superstar in Toronto when they won?
People wanted Pascal, does not mean he's a
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
Was he a superstar at that time?
Yes,
He was.
Yes.
He was.
Kawhi Leonard was a superstar.
Yes,
When did he become? Whoa! When did Kawhi Leonard become a superstar? Until after
Stop
he
playing
won
around,
it.
Joe.
No. He became a guy when he went up against LeBron James in Miami.
Come on, bro. Stop it, bro.
Hold on. Not even just that though, John. You forgot. I mean, not only did he won a championship with the Spurs, bro, but he was Finals MVP.
He was the Finals MVP with the Spurs.
Yep.
He was Finals MVP, John. He was Finals MVP.
I forgot about that
when
with
they
the
won the
Spurs.
championship before going to Toronto.
That's when he locked up LeBron James in the finals.
Finals MVP. Yeah.
You need superstars.
Okay. Finals MVP.
Okay.
He played Toronto don't mean much on the Spurs.
I forgot about that. Yeah, okay. Well, I got to give
LeBron
it to him.
28 points.
Hey,
no superstars, no chips.
I just gotta say this real quick because
Hey,
I want.
Doritos.
But no. Okay, Tank. What about Detroit?
That's the one.
Rasheed
Wallace.
That's an anomaly.
I will agree with him on that. That's the
Ben Wallace was a multi-time defensive player of the year.
He wasn't no superstar though.
Superstar.
But that's an anomaly. That's what I'm saying.
See, because okay, Ryan. To your point. What is a superstar then? Now you brought that particular piece there, but what makes a person a superstar?
We ain't about to go down that path, man.
Yeah, we don't need to go down there again.
You disagreeing with me?
We've been down that rabbit hole.
You know what? See, y'all love to leave stuff like that dangling because see, as long as you leave it dangling, you can always come back and argue about it.
There's no benchmark. It's just like it is what it is. If people say you,
but one thing I'm definitely gonna say now, Marion.
Oh boy, here we go.
Now let's look at this. Now the president of the head man in Oklahoma City, what's his name?
Sam Presti.
Sam Presti.
Now, when he got the job, he screwed up in 2012, real bad.
How?
Did he?
He did because of James Harden.
How?
When he didn't sign James Harden, and
that
they
wasn't
could
his choice. The owner didn't want to
that
pay.
That wasn't his choice. James Harden wanted out.
Okay,
because he wasn't getting the money.
All right. Still. So we have a similar situation here where the owner interfering with the team. Okay, got a similar situation here. All right.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Ryan. Yes, we do.
Not.
No, we don't.
Wait.
Yes, we did.
No, we don't.
It's a completely different situation.
Remember that DeJounte Murray trade? where the Kumongers, the man let his son come.
Hey, John, don't compare the James Harden stuff to DeJounte Murray.
The difference is they already had him and they didn't want
That's
to pay him.
completely different.
Comparison because the owner got involved in it and messed it up, and it was only $4 million.
James Harden was going to walk if he didn't get paid, and they're like, okay, we're going to trade you instead.
And
it
they
was
didn't want
only
to go into the
$4
tank.
million, and you could have kept all
But
three.
he didn't want to
You
pay
just came off of a finals appearance.
John, you can't tell a millionaire what to do with his money.
I would have loved to have seen what happened, but at any rate, it took Oklahoma City 12 years to get back.
Okay, and they,
12
what do you mean?
years to get
What do you mean?
back.
Okay, and
They've been in the playoffs. They were in the playoffs with Paul George and Carmelo Anthony.
To the finals.
And Russell.
Took them 12 years to get back to the finals. Reason why I'm
they were
bringing
never
this
in
up.
the finals.
Say what?
They only we're in the finals one time with Miami. That was it. After that,
That's what I'm saying. It took them 12 years to get back from that.
That was 2012, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that was the Kevin Durant MVP speech.
Judson was swept by LeBron.
But carry on.
And the reason I'm bringing this up, don't expect nothing to happen real soon with Onsi. Don't expect.
Like, what do you mean? Just trades or
correlation, John?
Y'all be talking, and y'all be saying I'm negative.
I don't get the correlation you're making, John.
I don't understand the difference. James Harden was going to walk if he didn't get paid, so Sam Presti traded him to Houston.
We finally
And
got
y'all
rid of
say
Landry.
that, and y'all say that I'm
like our
negative.
new guy.
No, you delusional.
Look, I'm telling you, with this ownership group, with these people not knowing who they are and where they fit in this ownership group, with all of these darts that are being thrown at a dartboard with no bullseye on it, don't expect us to go any place within the next 5 to 8 years. It will surprise me.
John, technically there is structure. They just don't have a president. That's the only thing.
That's the only thing they're missing is the president.
All this because we got
But they got structure now.
Hey, Ryan, you don't need one. You got a man that said, "I'm it."
No, right.
Okay,
And the
that's
general
what we need.
manager
Don't worry
spot.
about the title.
Hey, John, you saying all this because we don't got a president of basketball?
Hang on, let me just talk.
Basically,
No. I'm saying this because these are first-time executives in the roles that they have right now. First-time executives, as far as actually running these things.
They have experience.
I thought the other guys had experience.
They got experience
they do.
on the coattails of other people, but they've never been in
That's
charge.
still experience.
I don't know. Like,
They've never been in charge on the coattails.
You said they got experience, they still got experience.
I don't understand this at all.
yeah.
Somebody got background.
you see the report?
I can't hear y'all, man. All y'all talking at once. I ain't hear nothing y'all said, bro.
Yeah, hey,
What I'm saying is that we are starting from zero. Okay, right now.
Well, technically, we already got some bit of a team, John. So not really.
We have a decent foundation here, John.
But you're getting ready. Wait a minute. I understand what you're saying, Ryan.
It's a playoff team next year.
I wouldn't go that far.
You know, if my eight-head wheel, she'd be a wagon. You don't know what the heck it is
Hey,
that we get ready to doggone do around here with these people. Because see, hey, a few weeks back, a few shows back, DeMar was ready to trade everybody for Giannis.
There's only like
for AD. But I mean, look,
I still would.
And now things have been modified. No, we don't want to do that. We can limit it to just Dyson Daniels. We can limit it to just Ricochet.
That was a hypothetical, John.
John,
you're gonna get me riled up again. Don't.
Hey, I'm just telling you.
John,
I'm just telling you.
That's because when you following the sports, man, things change.
Yeah.
Things change.
Now, I'm not arguing that. You're absolutely right. Things do change.
Ace Bailey damn sure ain't Giannis.
I disagree with the 5 to 8 years. What you just said, I disagree. That makes no sense. This year,
you know who you talking about?
This team gonna be a top 6, but you got to look at the talent that we have. This team is gonna be
that we are prepared to let go.
We're still a young team. People forget we are a very young team still.
I don't understand what you're talking about when you say let go of who, what?
Like you
Ron,
said,
let go of the skepticism, the pessimism. Like
you
open
got
your heart.
You
no, I'm not letting go of no pessimism. I know what team it is that I'm rooting for.
But Landry's gone. You hated Landry, right?
Oh no, Landry gone, but Nick Russell not gone. Tony Russell not gone.
I thought
Nick Russell ain't going to lead. Is not going to lead.
So hey, pessimism stays.
All I heard for
when
the
you
last
building a
season was
team,
Landry,
you're gonna have to trade players to get better players. Every team does it. So I mean, there's nobody outside of Trae Young and Richard Say and Jalen Johnson. Everybody on, if there's a deal that you can get better at, you have to take that deal. And that's why I said this. That's why I asked about the Ace Bailey thing. If you believe a guy like a Ace Bailey could be a number 2 guy in your franchise, why wouldn't you not go after him? If you believe.
So okay, hang on, Tank. Hang on, Tank.
I can't hear the word
bro. He wants that to happen, bro.
Hang on,
Listen
can
to
I
him,
go
bro.
after Ryan?
He wants that.
I don't care if it happened because correct me if I'm wrong.
That, bro.
Did
Just
I not say?
it's okay.
Somebody
It's okay.
correct me if I'm wrong. How long
Just
ago did I say this team? Hold up, Tank, because I'm finna end your whole argument right here. How long ago did I say this team gonna be a top 6 team, a top 6 seed team in the East? How long ago did I say that?
The playoffs ended. Started. It's been a couple of months.
Hold on,
I said that, and if you in our group chat, and I was taking bets on it, ass ticket.
Hold on, Demar. Just say you want that. Just say you want that to happen.
I don't give a fuck what they do. Whatever they do, I'm gonna support it. I don't care what they do. You know why?
Then why are you giving suggestions?
Yeah. So why you doing that? That's
what I'm talking about.
Like
that's what I'm talking about.
See, this is what y'all get confused by. This is what you get confused by. Me as a fan, as a diehard, lifelong fan of the Hawks, I've been in y'all seat. Hey man, we gonna do this. I'm gonna go do all this. I'm gonna dig up all these numbers. And what you realize is this: they're the front office. Most of the time, they're not thinking none of the shit you thinking. You know why? Because you don't have the insider knowledge. So I'll get up here and say shit, but the chances of what we saying and the team doing it is slim to none. But I want people to understand whatever the team does, I'll support whatever the team does because I want the team to win.
Okay. So since we're on the hypothetical train right now,
y'all get upset. Some of y'all get upset because y'all are in love with players. And if
ding. No.
I want the best version. I want the best version of this team.
I am in love with the first team all defense player.
Hang on, let me shut down this
Well,
argument.
let me ask this question.
Yeah, and when DeMar said possibly trade him, people lost their shit.
Hold on. Wait. Why would you want to
go
trade
around
him?
with it? Let me ask this question to the panel. 2 questions, 2-part question. First part. Is this not the strongest draft class that we've seen in the last 4 or 5 years?
No.
I don't think
Second part.
No.
Second part. Does generational talents usually come from the first 5 picks?
Yes.
No.
Can y'all hold yourself for a moment?
It's like maybe like
go in some type of order.
Yes, most of your generational talents come in the first 5 picks. Yes, they do.
2-part question. Strongest draft class we've seen in about the last 4 years. Second question is, does generational talents usually come from the first 5 picks? And we can start with Mike. That's over me.
I mean, predetermined generational talent come in the first 5 picks. Yeah, I'd say that or whatever. But stuff always pop up.
Dark skin draft. That's interesting.
There's no generation.
Hey, y'all will get y'all turn in a minute. in a second, it goes swing around.
All right, I'll go ahead. So
go ahead, bro.
So to end, my fault, Mike. Go ahead.
It's not. I would say for me or whatever. Like I said, I guess that's in the top 5 or whatever. But it is a possibility, I guess, of some hidden gem or something like that because Giannis didn't go in the top 5. And I think people probably consider him I don't know, generational talent or something like that. You feel me? So that answers that. The other one was is this the best draft or so like that? I don't know, to be determined. I judged the drafts about 3 years after said draft because number one, the average lifespan of, well, I hate to say lifespan, but the average career span of an NBA, well, a draft pick is 4 years. So, and when you go back and look at a lot of drafts or whatever, a lot of guys that people liked and said X, Y, and Z were not in the league very long, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, that answered those two questions. And I just wanted to say real quick to solve a lot of stuff, whatever, is that can't nobody deny that the Hawks have literally, whenever it might have started when Onsi got here, but they've literally been exhausting every single option whatsoever. So I don't know what the heck gonna happen on Wednesday, but I know that the Hawks is basically checked in on every prospect available, checked in on all the free agent names, checked on KD, he got moved. They gonna check in on X, Y, and Z or whatever. They checking in to see about Malo, no matter how anybody feel about that. That's a fact. Joan Bergen done worked out for us. They have met with Sober multiple times. Yang done worked out, talked to him plenty of times or whatever. So they gonna get a big, I believe, and I'm standing on that though. But it's just safe to say that, like, now, I mean, my bad, y'all, I'm going on, but if the GM gonna make the best move or not, but all I can say is that they definitely for sure is exhausting and looking at every single option possible. And then with that being said, you got to let the draft come, because that would determine a lot of your options and possibilities you ran out and laid out there. Like, we could do this, we could do that, we could do da, but you got to start to see some chips fall. Anyway, I'll go back shutting up.
That man Gafford signed an extension, so he's off the books for us, unfortunately.
Who? All right. What was the question, Mike or Marion?
Anyway,
Is this one of the top drafts in the last 4 years? And the second, the generational talents usually come out of the first 5 picks.
Okay, so is this? I'd say this is a okay class this year. In regards to, you know, because I mean, and I'm sure everybody can agree, outside of probably the first 4 picks, it's wide open on who gets, or like who goes where, and you know which teams go like trade up or trade down. But to the second part, I say that's kind of true, kind of not. You know, you have, you know, Dragan Bender, 4th pick in 2017, and pretty much any Suns pick. You know, I think Josh Jackson was the 4th or 5th pick in 2018. Marvin Bagley, you know, I mean, has a solid career, but I mean, he's not anything special. But I mean, so I mean, I mean, it's
on other teams like you're not a Hawks fan, right? My bad. But why are you picking on other teams like you're not a Hawks fan? Shoot, Sheldon.
No,
Williams,
I am a Hawks fan.
Williams.
I mean, but he said the last like what 4 or 5 years. No, you're good. You're good. I'm just trying to go. Well, I mean, granted, the Dragan Bender's longer than that, but I mean, I mean, it's hit or miss. I mean, you can have very solid role players that are taken in the top 5. But I know, like, you know, with historically for us, you know, we've found Jalen Johnson at 19, John Collins at 19 as well in 2017. So, I mean, there's, you know, depends. It's all about situational fit. And that's all. I'll end it right there.
John.
Go ahead, John.
Who next?
I thought it was on me.
Since I don't know what a generational player is, I might say I don't know. Since I don't know what a generational player is.
Use your own definition, John, for yourself. Or you don't have one at all, even for your own self.
Okay, well, I don't.
Sound like AJ Griffin.
I'm just gonna, yo, hush. It's like AJ Griffin. You must be joking. At any rate, since I don't know what a generational player is, and I never have defined generational players, because that's just an opinion, that's not a fact. I can't say
Thank you. I was gonna say that.
whether the 5 past drafts were this way or that, because it's all determinant upon the team who drafts them as to how they value that particular person. So since beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I'll have to pass on this one.
Really? You passing on that?
That's such an anticlimactic.
It was 2 questions though, or did he pass on both? He passed on both questions,
Yeah, I'll answer for you, Marion. I'll answer for you. Is this a top draft? According to the scouts, this is supposed to be one of the deepest drafts. According to the people who get paid for their opinions on players. And what was the second part again, Marion?
Does your generational talents come out of the top 5 picks?
Yeah, a majority of your top talents gonna be in the top 5 first picks, and that's for 2 reasons. One, usually teams picking in the top 5 have opportunity for young players to get a lot of playing time at the beginning, and 2, your top 5 players are supposed to be the players who are the most polished players, right? Meaning those are the ones where obviously you're not going to come into the NBA the best, but those are the ones where they need minimum work. Fundamentals usually good. They don't need to be motivated. They already are dogs. It's usually, hey, we need to all season brush up on something minor here, something minor there. But your top 5 players are the ones who are supposed to be ready to play day one, ready to start. And that's what fans expect when you pick in the top 5. Like nobody expect you to pick in the top 5 and they coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. But let me add this. The draft as a whole is just a swing and miss. I mean, not swing and miss, but you swing, you just hoping. It's just hope. You hope.
You just destroyed your whole argument with that comment.
Well, no, because I haven't. I'm giving you that the whole draft, but the top players in the draft are supposed to already be ready to play. But what do we know? Just because you in the top 5 don't mean you finna be successful. Don't mean you finna be a generational talent. It's hit and miss in the draft, but it's a reason why players are ranked where they are, and some players are ranked in the second round or the late first round because scouts look at them and say, these guys need more work. That's why you don't see older players. When the last time you seen a player 24 years old going to top 5? When the last time you seen a player 24 years old going to lottery? It's because those players, those older players, stay in college because they need to work on their game more compared to the younger dudes who are supposed to be already checking all the boxes already ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, your top players, your GOAT, outside of people who think Kobe, but Kobe was supposed to have been a top 5 pick. Only reason Kobe didn't go top 5 because he forced his way. They were trying to force him to the Lakers. And the Lakers wasn't bad. The Lakers wasn't picking in the top 5. They wasn't bad. And he just forced his way to the Lakers. But think about your top. Think about, let's see, minus the Euros, right? Your American players, your American League MVPs, they top 5 picks. Your American GOATs, they top 5 picks. You know what I'm saying? You didn't really see ballers until when you start getting the Euros coming in like the late first and the second rounds, because it's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a title, for lack of a better word, put on European players back then. Like, oh, those dudes can't make it in the NBA. But now you starting to see it starting to switch. Now you starting to see a Euro starting to go in the top 5, and they soon. I mean, you got Shea. He not American, about to be the face of the league. You know what I'm saying? That the NBA pushing him. So but like I say, at the end of the day, draft is a hit and miss. You just hope.
Top 10, but
Yeah.
Hey, Baron, you remember that picture of the scout that was talking all this stuff about Trey Young? Looked like he had swallowed 2 basketballs and never got rid of them.
Yep.
What did he say about Trey Young?
Talked about him like a dog. Said he wasn't the man.
I know I did. I didn't want Trey Young.
No. I'm talking about recently.
But that's what scout. That's what I mean. They only do that because we ain't winning,
right?
And they put all the
hadn't seen up
on, and they put it all on Trey. That's why you hear me tell people when they blame Trey Young, I just be like, bro, that's low hanging fruit, bro. You know goodness well, it's people in charge who building this roster. It's people in charge who say what we gonna spend, what we not gonna spend. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is, man. And that's why I said, and I'm gonna shut up about the Ace Bailey thing. That's why I said if the front office believes that Ace Bailey is gonna be who they think he's gonna be, that's why you move up for guys like that. And that's why you'll take that gamble, because you're gonna have to take a gamble if you believe a guy is gonna be that guy and he's a top 5. I mean, up until 2 weeks ago, he was a top 3 guy, right? So if you believe that guy is going to be that good and you're not picking high in the draft, you have to give up something to get that. And
you believe that?
That's where you need to rely on you really have to rely on your scouts. And you, like, Onsi himself, I don't think he's been a scout, but he gotta be sure about that too, because it's gonna cost you to move up to the top 5. You giving up some assets to get there.
I think
now, Pharaoh, let me change the question a little bit. I'm the editor. Instead of generational talent, multi-time all-star. That'll make it easier.
Yeah, because that generational
quantify. That'll make it easier to quantify.
We throw that.
Go ahead, Pharaoh.
Like everybody,
multi-time all-star.
Okay, that's easier because I was going to say, like, we can't say someone is generational, like, within their first 4-5 years. How would you even know?
Can we do it like all NBA instead of all-star? Because anybody can be all-star.
But y'all ain't hear my answer though. I told you predetermined ones, they go in the top 5, but it's possible to come later though. Anyway,
yeah, like what he brought up, Giannis.
Y'all heard
Kawhi was 15.
My fault.
Jokic second round.
Yeah, so, but I see what you're saying. Like generally, the top people that you're expecting to. Okay, first I'm gonna start on the draft part of it because you said this is the strongest draft.
Was predetermined, Pharaoh.
Yeah, everything is predetermined because it's like how the scouts feel. That's the same thing about the draft because the last one was considered weak because no one felt there were any like franchise changing people.
Right.
Got Zach though.
But they don't consider Zach franchise changing.
What you mean?
No one last year was considered franchise changing.
Let me change your life.
I mean, even Trey Young call all of them role players.
Yeah, to be fair,
they are role players.
Well, that's what Pharaoh's saying. So why y'all disagreeing with him?
That's why it was considered a weak draft. This one they feel it's multiple people in here.
There's no superstars.
I'm just saying, I'm not a scout. I'm telling you what the scouts and analysts felt. They didn't feel nobody from last year was game changing, franchise changing. This year they feel it's multiple people. Like the last one they called weak was Zion them draft, but they said outside of Zion and Ja, this is a weak draft. They felt that way about everybody last year. By weak, they mean no number one, I'm finna lead this franchise to the top person. Yeah. So comparing this one to last year, that's what made this one seem so strong. Plus, they saying it's really deep. You can get somebody good all the way through the lottery. But basically, this one is being popped up more because everyone felt last year's was so weak.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, everyone except Mike.
Yeah.
What?
I think next year draft gonna be better. Put me on record.
I don't know, but you see old buddy AJ.
You got Desponta, Boozers. Both Boozer brothers are possibly coming out.
Hopefully, we're not picking that high.
Yeah, they should.
Nick's son coming out.
Oh, it don't even matter if we're picking that high because the Spurs got our pick swap. It don't even matter.
Neek's son should be coming out. Gilbert Arenas' son should be coming right.
Hey, you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
You hear me, Mike? Hey, Mike, did you hear what I said?
What's that? Up?
I said it don't even matter because guess what? The Spurs got our pick swap next year, so it don't even matter.
Hey, bro, we're gonna trade up, dog.
How does that work?
We gonna show off. We gonna show off double low this year, man. We gonna trade up.
Yeah.
What you
Get
say,
him up out of
AC?
here. Get him up out of here.
What you say,
AC?
It's your turn, AC. Do you need to refresh the question?
Now he ain't got that.
Yeah, what's the question?
Go ahead, Marion.
Bro.
Go ahead, Tank.
What's the
Yeah,
question?
go ahead, Tank.
What's the question?
He needs the question.
Strong draft. And second question, is this considered strong draft?
To the
Second
garage,
question,
out the garage.
do you think we have multi all-stars coming out of the first 5 picks?
I do believe it's a better draft than last year. I believe, just off the what we know, but no, I don't. I think the first 2 picks, maybe Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper. I think that's the only 2 that I see that could be multi all-star players, in my opinion. But nah, I don't really think this draft class is generational
You
either.
don't think you ain't gonna be?
Who? Who?
He rung the
Hey, Mike, did you pre-order a Hanson Yang jersey yet?
What you say?
You gotta wait to see where he go first.
Hey, man, not yet, man. Not yet.
What you say, Mike?
I gotta wait. The team will get it, bro.
You don't believe the Yankees gonna be a
I said, you don't think you ain't gonna be a
man, let's stop.
If we draft, none of us gonna get one.
Stop, bro. Yang ain't no
be a
all-star.
multi-all-star, man. But like,
nah,
hey, man,
I don't think. I'm thinking more about. I'm thinking more about all NBA.
Me home, Tank. I'll be here when he is. All NBA. You call it
all NBA. I think all NBA. I think all
years?
NBA is more impressive than the all-star.
He only about 25 to 27.
I think anybody can make an all-star team. All NBA is more impressive than the all-star, but I don't really think there's no generational type players. And I think we throw this term generational so loose, like it's.
I agree with that.
It comes out every year. Like no, it's only a few of all generational type players that comes out in the draft almost every 5 years or every 10 years. So
that's fair.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be generational if you got one every damn year.
Yeah. It's once in a lifetime player, like a Wemby or LeBron or Curry. You know what I'm saying? Or KD.
Trae Young.
Nah, Trae Young's not. No.
Understand what you're saying, Tank.
Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic generational. Luka Doncic generational.
Trae Young.
When was the last time a player like Trae Young was in the NBA?
Go ahead, tell him. Dark skin draft.
Tell him
about it, dog.
Generation.
Last time we see the guy.
But that's Leon. Go ahead, tell him, Leon.
Luka Doncic generational.
Not since John Stockton.
Luka just straight but taller. They're the same player. They both trash at defense. That's great.
Obviously, there's multiple
y'all can we not turn this into Trae versus Luka
against each other? Like,
you said what, Pharaoh?
I said, can we not turn this into a Trae versus Luka?
I'm not
talking about you. I'm talking about everybody because you said from one generation.
You the only one brought it up. Nobody was going to do that, bro.
No, I just said Luka's generation. That's all I said.
Who just when he said Luka? When he said Luka was generational, other people was like, started bringing up Trae.
I mean, why are we still talking about this when that's not the question I asked? That's what I'm trying.
Hey, that is true though. Y'all did bring up Trae Young though.
Well, hold on. The reason why I brought it up is like if you're gonna say Luka's
very
generation,
much still not the question I asked.
Compare the numbers. Trae.
I'm not talking about your question. I'm just saying you were the only one who said that. When he said Luka is,
if Luka's
2 or 3 people said Trae.
If Luka's
and I'm like, let's not make this a 30 minutes.
The question was about Trae.
Luka made 5 straight first team All NBAs. Like Trae Young ain't doing that, bro.
Trae got bad PR. He got bad PR.
That is true though. He do got bad PR. I agree with that.
That ain't Trae's fault.
And he's 6'1".
Victor Wembanyama generational?
Yes, Victor is generational.
Why?
He is generational.
He ain't shown me yet.
He's generational.
He's
generational. We're not about to do that, bro. He's generational, bro. We ain't never seen.
All I see is 2 10-seed I seen 2 10-seed seasons. He ain't showing nothing yet.
But what has he done?
I'm sorry. Are you talking about what his team has done or what he has done?
He was
You on
something.
mute, Demond.
Nah, man, he's better than Manute Ball. We're not about to do that.
Yeah,
What's
come on.
what
his
We're
team
not about
has
to do
done
that,
or
bro.
what he has done.
We're
You
not
on
about to
mute,
do that, bro.
Demond.
Demond,
mute,
you're
bro.
What's
on
what-
You on
mute.
mute,
That's
Demond.
where I agree.
Hey,
You
let's
say
see
it too
Wonder
early,
answer the
but
question, man.
you see what he
Hey,
has.
listen to me. Hey, listen to me. Wemby is not generational like
He is
LeBron.
generational, bro.
He will
LeBron is a
be. I
real.
wouldn't say it right now.
No, the NBA is
LeBron
trying
is
to
a
force him to be
different level
Hold
of
on, hold on.
generation.
Wemby
Y'all just
is
like
hold
Wemby.
on.
Y'all just like
Wemby
Wemby
is
because he's
already
7'4".
he's already a top 10 player right now in the league right now.
Whoa.
How he don't fucking win?
Whoa.
He's already a top 10
Potential,
player
Tank. You don't
in
understand
the league, bro.
what
this might be
We're
fair,
not about
man.
to do that, bro. We're
Hey,
not about to
hey,
do that.
hey,
Hey,
hey, Tank, hey,
Wemby
hey,
Trevor
PR
ain't
is
said nothing.
hey,
He's
Tank
a top
talking like
10
a
player.
fan.
Great
Man.
potential, but he hasn't
He's a
done
top
it.
10 player right now.
He hasn't done anything,
I don't
Tank.
care, bro. I
Hey,
don't
he-
The
care.
NBA is trying to make
I'm
one
not commenting because y'all
I
gonna
mean,
say I'm
shoot.
biased.
But
Hey,
wait
if
a
I
minute
was
now.
7 feet and I entered the league, would I be generational?
The
You can't
NBA
name
All of
is
that
trying
fuss that
to
they
make
were making
Wemby
about
generational
Wemby
by
coming
force.
in the draft, and you're gonna try to say that he wasn't a generational player before the draft because
Demond,
man, they look.
Man,
People were
that's
going
why I ain't want to
absolutely
start
ape
talking
shit
that word.
about doggone
Barry
Wemby
Wemby,
coming out.
make it all
Here
the way
come
Wemby
Wemby.
is
clear.
Shit is
generational, bro.
crazy,
Arenas
bro.
being sold out. All of that.
We've had this
Hey,
conversation.
how
He
long
said
Let's see
Wemby
Wonder
been in the
answer the
league, man?
question.
How
He
long
said
Wemby been
Wemby.
Yeah,
in
I
the
thought
league?
we got to finish. That's why I said I wanted to finish Mary and Tommy.
Yeah, let's
How long Wemby?
see
How
Wonder
long
I said
answer.
Wemby been in the
Tank
league,
And
man?
you
start
can't
doing all
and you
that
can't name you
Because
controversial
can't
hey,
talk,
that's
name
one
man.
of Marion's questions.
and you
That's
Hey,
can't
one of
how
Hey,
long?
name
Marion's
man,
questions.
it is
you
that is his
man.
question.
How long Wemby been in the league?
2 years.
2
2
years.
years.
And he
You
ain't won
starting
Yes.
25
stuff,
games
Tank.
yet. He
And hold on, and
generational?
you can't name 10 plays better than Wemby right now,
Hey,
bro. You
Yeah, I
can't.
I
can.
can name
What?
five. I
You
can name
can't name
Technically,
10
one
players.
and a half.
I know.
You can't
Demond.
name 10
Zion,
players better than him, bro.
No,
Zion.
Yeah, I can.
Understand, right?
Zion not better than him, bro.
no.
Stop it, bro.
Zion is not better than old
Yeah,
Wemby.
Wemby,
Stop
bro.
No,
playing.
no,
Stop
no,
it, bro.
no.
Hey, Zion,
Tank
Zion
was
know
talking
that
about a
Taco
better
Tank better than
situation
Wemby do.
because they
Oh,
were talking about
I'll take
Zion the
Wemby
same way they
211
were
games.
talking
I'll
about
take
Wemby prior to him getting drafted.
okay, I agree with that. I
You're
agree
right.
with
You're
that,
right,
John.
John. That is correct, John. That's correct.
LeBron better than Wemby.
Can
Say
I
he
answer?
ain't.
Can I answer?
LeBron,
Yeah, that's correct.
Luca, Steph,
That's correct.
That's
That's
why,
correct.
hey, that's
Jason
why I answered the
Tatum.
question the way I
Better than
answered it.
Wemby.
That's
You
why I
can't
answered
name
the
10
question the way I
players
answered it.
better than Wemby right now, bro. You cannot.
Luca,
Okay.
But see,
Yeah, Luka better than
Wonder,
Wemby.
your turn.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
LeBron,
I'm waiting.
Luca,
I'm
Steph,
waiting.
LeBron, Jason Tatum, Kawhi Leonard.
No.
Harden.
Hey, Ron,
Not
just
Kawhi.
name
No.
10 dudes with a
Kawhi's not
championship.
better.
You already got them beat.
Kawhi isn't better.
No, Kawhi's not better than Wemby
Kawhi
right now.
better than what?
No, he's
What
not.
do you? What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean?
No, he's not.
The
What are you?
difference, okay,
Hey,
Kawhi
come
is,
on.
No, he is
My
not better,
God.
bro.
My brother in
Kawhi not
Christ, come
available, but when he's
on.
available,
Now,
Wait, so
I,
you
right
telling
he's
me,
still
so you
now,
top.
telling me a
right
prime
now.
Kawhi Leonard not better than Wemby?
Right now,
I'm not talking about
Kawhi
Kawhi.
better
I'm
than
not talking
Wemby.
about
What
Kawhi
you
5
talking
years
about?
ago, bro. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about right
I'm
now, bro.
just,
Kawhi just dropped
I'm talking about right now.
26
Me
points.
Bro, I don't
personally,
care about that,
I
bro.
can't put
He can't.
rookies and
He can't even
Let me
sophomores
help you out,
in the
Tank.
top 10.
Tank, let me help you out real quick.
hold on. He was
Let
just
me
second.
Tank.
He was
Let
just
me help you out
DPO
real
one.
quick.
Second DPO
Let me help you.
last
Let me
year.
help you out. Let me help
Hey
you out.
man,
Oh, All-Star. What you
Let me
talking
help you
about?
out.
NBA trying to give
Let me help
Wemby
you out.
all these
Let me help you out. Wemby
allocates, bro.
didn't play the rest of this season because he had blood clots. If he never
Supposedly.
plays another game, he will never be generational talent.
That's why I said we stay it too early.
That's why.
Okay,
That's
so
why I'm
like,
saying
okay,
it's
It's
too early.
way too early.
hold on. I
Way
got
too
one.
early.
So Lim Bias not
Because
a
that was a
generational
guy
talent
named
because he
Odom.
died.
That was a guy named Odom who was supposed to be generational. That was a guy named Odom.
Wow, we went there, Leon?
I
mean, that's
Greg
what you
Oden
He
was
said.
played on
supposed to be
NBA
So
games,
generational.
like,
so you
okay.
can't count him. You can't even include Lil Bias.
Then the
He
thing,
ain't
Hold
played
on,
NBA games.
hold on.
It's not about
When have we seen
that's his potential.
hold on? When have we seen a 7'4" guy that can do what he do?
Greg Oden
I'm gonna
was
tell you.
supposed
You
to
know
be
what
I
Wemby
agree
do?
with that part,
He
Tank.
finna say
Hey,
ball.
I agree with that part. But he hasn't done anything.
I can tell you
Y'all talking about accomplishments. I'm talking about the skill set, just a talent.
What about Ralph Sampson?
Talent, bro. Y'all talking about that
Ralph
accomplishment.
Sampson.
Y'all talking about
Yeah, I was gonna say Ralph Sampson.
Y'all talking about accolades. I'm not talking about no accolades.
No, I'm talking about
Ralph Sampson.
Ralph Sampson had accolades.
You got the NBA
You
trying
gotta
to
go
get
watch
one
Ralph,
people
man.
every
That's
year,
how
bro.
Tank don't really
That's
follow
all.
ball like that, man.
I do follow ball. I
No,
do
you
follow
don't.
ball.
You
No,
said
you don't.
Kawhi.
Ralph Sampson had
You
accolades.
follow the crowd, Tank.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Tank, I think the
Same
difference
thing with
with those
Hakeem.
attributes and stuff. If he don't do nothing with it,
Hey, let
it
me
can't be
ask you this,
generational.
Tank. Hey, Tank, I'm gonna
Well,
ask you this.
hey,
Who would
Sparrow,
you
you're
pick,
right.
Tank?
See, but
Hey,
what?
Tank, who would you pick number 1 overall? Wemby or Hakeem Olajuwon?
That's before my time. So
That's a bad question because we know what Hakeem did.
Come on, Tank. You got
That's kind of. Hang on. Are we taking a rookie Hakeem and a rookie Victor?
Yeah, because we know what Hakeem became.
Because I mean, Hakeem has a Hall of Fame career.
Answer the
question. Are you
You're taking Wemby? You're a sick bastard. You're a sick bastard.
Hey, Wemby over Hakeem? Who invented a move that people in the NBA use today?
That's his opinion. I can't go against his opinion.
I respect his opinion. It's just wrong.
I can't.
Listen.
I'm just saying. I disagree, but that's his opinion.
Or LeBron. If you want to say LeBron,
Tank.
yeah.
I don't show disagree, but that's his opinion.
CR is the only thing that's generational. Nothing else.
Do you got ESPN Plus? Do you got the bundle? You have to
So,
watch
yeah.
the Slammer Jammer 30 for 30, and then you got to come back to me, and we got to have a conversation about it.
Can I answer the question?
So Wembanyama's generational. Sorry, go ahead, C Wonder.
Yeah, listen.
And Hakeem is overrated, so we're not about to do that.
Are you?
Are you out of your mind?
We're not about to do
Are you?
that.
I can't
What did he say? What did he say?
I can't believe he just said that out loud.
You're a sick rage bear, bro.
Please tell me you didn't say that.
I agree.
Please.
I ain't think his phone could handle that. He just blacked out.
Hey, why you doing like that, Mike?
You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be
His
I can't
phone
believe you
was
said
blacked
that out
out when he
loud.
said that.
Hey, I don't know if you're praying, man, Tank, but you need to start praying.
A lot of people
Dishonor, dog.
A lot of people got Hakeem in the top 10. A lot of people got Hakeem in the top 10. If it wasn't for Jordan retiring, he wouldn't even have those chips.
See,
But he did. He was one of the best.
generational.
Used to beat the brakes off of Jordan when they played in the regular season.
I call this
regular
the
season.
When you were
In the
riding,
playoffs, a whole different story.
Man, no. And Jordan himself said he was scared of Hakeem Olajuwon.
Man, stop.
I have a question. I want to see how deep this goes. Tank, answer me this question. Oh God, I gotta know. Wemby or Shaq?
Crazy work.
Wemby or Shaq?
Don't say it.
Huh?
Wemby or who?
Steph.
Wemby or Prime Shaq?
No, Wemby or Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal. Choose your next words carefully. Choose your next words carefully, I swear.
Hold on.
No, easy, Brian. He get ready to say something messed up.
These are bad comparisons because y'all comparing a second-year player to all.
It's a bad comparison. It's a bad comparison.
It's not. We're talking about prospects. We're talking about prospects.
Okay, prospects. Okay.
Rookie Shaq. Okay, thank God. Okay, thank you, Jesus.
You had to think about that.
No, I get why
he legit had to.
You had to think about that.
He said rookie Shaq though. If we talk about Shaq coming into the league, yeah, Shaq. We talking about Shaq coming into the league.
Because Shaq was playing the game like a guard for a long time before.
Yeah, Shaq for sure.
Hey, let me ask my
I don't think either
one
of y'all.
Hakeem overrated though.
I ain't get your thoughts on.
He's the most underrated player ever.
Y'all let Leon go.
Hakeem is the most underrated player ever.
If he's in your top 10, he overrated, bro.
Hey,
drunk. Whatever.
Okay. Hey, Leon, question. What's your thoughts on the Onsi press conference?
I never did.
We locked in.
His question.
We locked in, bro. That's all I can say. We locked in. I mean, he said it. He said it 50 times, bro. We finna lock in the facility. We finna lock in. We just locked in.
We also got Marion's questions.
Y'all better hope.
He's that guy. And he's the guy. Fuck a Pobo. He's the guy. So get used to it.
If we trade into that top 5, y'all, I'm finna act the fool on this show. I'm finna act the donkey.
Yeah, I know. I told you what
I'm finna act
I told you.
You hear me, Mary?
I told you.
The donkey of
the moment when Ace Bailey so bad, I told y'all, bro.
All right, can I answer the question?
I don't care if we get him. I just like the excitement.
All right, can I answer the question, Mary?
We can get Bailey. We can get.
Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead, Steve.
Repeat the two-part question again because I lost it all.
Damn, you don't know the question there, C Wonder?
Because of what Tank just said.
I mean, it has been like 15 minutes.
You know, Mary.
It has been 15 minutes. Shit.
This is the strongest draft we had in 4 years.
No.
Second part is do our multi all-star players usually come out of the top 5.
Of course.
Okay, I would say that this year, is one of the strongest drafts because really outside of the number 1 and number 2, which is Harper and Flag, 3 through even 25 is kind
I don't know
of like
about 3. I don't
really
know about 3.
I
mean, do you have you gotta throw a tier 2 in there? You gotta have a tier 2, dog.
Yeah.
You gotta have a tier 2.
all right, I'll
That's
tell you
nasty.
what. I'll do you one better. After 5, after 4 or 5.
That's much better. That's much better.
4 or 5.
I can't believe you put my boy VJ with Sorber. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Who did that?
I love
VJ Wonder when he said 3
That's
through
crazy.
25.
Hold up, VJ is great, but many people are saying that he, at least at his base, is a role player. He's not like a super duper superstar.
I mean, but like Sorber's base is like
Dwayne Wade,
not starter. Like
I'm saying, no. At his floor, I mean, at his ceiling, he's Dwayne Wade.
You ain't watched VJ.
Man, that boy Marcus Smart.
Anyway, the point that I wanted to make is
VJ
at
about
4 or
to be Dwayne
5,
Wade.
all the way to even 25. You got a mix of guys that can be really high quality stars or all-star caliber guys if they're full.
That is too wide a gap, but I get you.
Oh yeah, it's not that big of a gap. So that's Pharaoh's like
3 to 25. C Wonder, really?
It's not that big of a gap to me. From
Let
what
my
I've
boy
seen.
C Wonder say what he gotta say.
Pharaoh looks serious as shit over there, don't he?
I'm like, that 3 to 25 is crazy as fuck.
Hey, C Wonder, 3 to 13.
He didn't.
I don't know what.
It's not even that to me. It's not even that. It's not even that. But
go.
you go ahead and finish. You can go ahead and finish.
But anyway, go ahead and finish, Steve.
Even basketball
He
guys.
lost his Wi-Fi. It's all right. I'm gonna answer now. Go ahead. So
y'all see me?
Fucking no.
No.
But we can hear you. Shit.
I can hear me. All right, well, hang on. I gotta reboot my camera, but you can still hear me. Let me just make my point. I don't know what I have to say to make you guys happy. I'm just telling you my opinion. Good God.
My bad, C Wonder. That caught me off guard.
It's like
wrong.
Okay, that's
The
fine.
basketball guys thought you was wrong. That's why your screen went black.
Fine, whatever. Anyway, the point that I'm saying here is this: to the first part, yes, I think it's a deep draft. To the second part, outside of Cooper and Harper, I don't know about top 5 generational talent. I mean, they're all stars. I would say they're all star, definitely. Even Ace Bailey, if they hit their floor. But if you talk about generational, it's like Pharaoh said. We toss it, like Tank said, we toss that name around all too much for my liking. It's like I'm looking at LeBron. I'm looking at Michael. I'm looking at dudes that don't come around that often. You know what I mean?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. Like dudes like that, they're like top 10, NBA all time, top 10, top 20 players. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but anyway, the point that I wanted to make is like at 13, I like where we're at. If we get to go and get Circle K, great. If not, then I like Asa Newell and Leon. Don't you dare give me no gripe about it.
Asa Newell, sorry.
All right,
I'm not mad. No. I wouldn't be mad if we got Come On. If we traded to get Come On.
You've been hating on them the whole week.
Hold on.
No, I have not.
Hold on.
I have not hated Come On. What did I say about Circle K? I said I didn't like Ace Bailey. I didn't say anything about Circle K. Don't do that now.
AC Wonder, you taking Asa Newell at 13?
I'll take Asa Newell at 13. Yeah.
Hell no.
That's fine. Like I said, I'm entitled to my opinion.
From day one, so
That's absolutely fucking disgusting.
give him some
That
love.
is nasty. That's nasty work.
I told you guys it was Asa Newell from J1. That's our dude. I like
At 13 is crazy, bro.
Hey, give me a sheer at 13.
He has stick with Asa, so
I've been sticking with Asa. I don't know what you guys expect.
Rashear's 13 straight. I'm gonna answer the questions though.
I'll be right back, y'all. Hang on. Let me refresh that.
The question was drafts. Is this draft better than the last 4 drafts? I think it's probably 2 or 3. Last year is obviously 4. Paolo draft's pretty good, but obviously there will be some guys that we're not thinking, or even guys that we are thinking of that will become all-stars or even high-level role players that we didn't think they would, like championship basketball players. Generational talent, yes. To answer your question was, do most of the generational talents come in the top 5? The answer is yes. to that question. Obviously, there's misses in the top 5 too. But hit rate overall, obviously, top 5, like any 5-pick range, there's not going to be a better 5-pick range for you to be in than the top 5 if you want a generational talent, period. So, yeah, that's my answer. Oh, and as far as this draft, I go Cooper and Dylan in the same tier, but like a sizable gap between them, but nothing crazy. Like they're still in the same tier. Then it goes like 3 to 7, which with whichever guys you like. For me, it's VJ Ace. Jesus Christ, what's his name? Trey
Johnson.
Why Jesus Christ ain't number 1?
What?
I said, why Jesus Christ not number 1?
Who, Cooper or
no? You named Jesus Christ. Y'all gotta be with these jokes. Come on now.
I got it, Pharaoh. I thought that was pretty good.
And then I don't know who I got at 8. Probably a Sang. Probably that's probably the guy who's really up there. Like he's going to go top 10, but I just don't see.
Love you too.
Like we sit here and talk about guys not having half court offense all the fucking time. And yet, like, people act like that's gonna be viable just because he's big as fuck. But that's just me.
Who we talking about?
Noah Asang.
Asenge?
That's who we're drafting. Don't argue with me about it.
Like, y'all gripe all
I like Noah Asang.
niggas not having half court offense. But y'all watch him because he's good in transition and y'all want to take him top 10. It's just not consistent with like
I'll take him at 13. I just won't.
I like what's his name? CMB. I'll take CMB at 13.
Top 10. Oh, yeah. I'll take him at 13. Hell yeah. Yeah, you
I like
guy,
CMB.
he don't like guys who can't shoot. He's young in the process, bro. He don't understand, bro.
I wasn't high on him before, but like I don't know, just teach the bro how to shoot. It'd be good.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that his ceiling's like Julius Randle, just not as strong.
Yeah. I like Pascal Green.
He says
I got it.
Pascal who?
I like that.
Pascal Green. It's my guy. Damn, bro. Hey, you want to get into the Carter Bryant talk tomorrow? Let's go ahead and get it over with.
Yes, sir.
Hey, if the Hawks trade up in the top 5 and we draft Carter Bryant, let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, fuck no.
No, we gotta start. DeMar got to do a whole show, stream that, watch him see blow up.
Slander him.
We should have a Carter Bryant debate.
Be mad, like, bro.
We should have a Carter Bryant debate.
Locking Zach up, getting over them screens, gonna be sick. Everybody gonna be mad as fuck.
Carter Bryant is he black? I guess. I mean,
he might be. Shit, I don't know. He mixed it.
I'd pay money to see a 1-on-1 with DeMar and Carter Bryant, like a face-to-face debate.
I ain't hating on the young man, but he ain't good.
You been talking shit on man? All right, I got you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell him, that's
crazy.
That's
crazy. You doing the most. You talking that shit, old man.
You gonna be
where
on
the
the
fuck
fence.
did that come from?
It depends on how he want to have
that
this
shit come from.
conversation. I can discuss it like I'm 48. Or I can talk to him like I'm 25, depending on how he want to talk. But I'm gonna tell him.
Damn, you 48?
You can't talk to an 18-year-old.
You ain't know I was 48.
He like to talk.
You ain't know that, Ryan?
No.
That shoulder into you, put that turn around.
I'm over here drinking.
Like you're just not gonna be able to get there. He shoot through contest, and how you gonna contest his shot, Damon? He shoot through contest, but how you gonna contest that shit?
You mean
foul?
That vert,
you
I'm
just gonna like
working on that vert, trying to get up.
You like that vert, Leon? You like that, Leon?
That
You like
that was
that?
nice on the box jump, man. I love a good box jump, man. I've been
They
there.
sleep on the old timer, baby.
He got up there. He athletic.
I'm about to go down to Houston.
But
and
he ain't as athletic as
half
Carter Bryant, dog. He ain't as athletic as Carter Bryant. He's just not. Unfortunately.
You hear me, Jay? After I finish whooping on Carter Bryant, I'm gonna come down to Houston. I'm gonna smoke you in that marathon or the half, whatever. Pick one, it don't matter. 5K, pick one, it don't matter.
Hey man,
I'll be there. Fuck you talking about? That bird crazy.
I'm lightweight, bro. You ain't bragging to me. That ain't saying much.
Oh, Jay's saying, bro, I'm
damn. That sounds like a challenge to me.
I don't compete against no man. I compete with myself.
That means he can't beat me. That means
however you want to receive that, man.
That means they slow.
Y'all don't want to see me on the court though.
Look at Ron. I got Ron up there tripping. Look at Ron. That's what it means. Hey, they say,
Listen,
I run against my own self. You be like, yeah, you slow.
I lock every one of y'all up. I lock every one of y'all up.
Be
Y'all,
quiet,
my
bro.
defense thing.
All I'm gonna do is cut off.
See, Wonder, what are you like 5'11"?
You know how I'm gonna throw C1 off his game?
I got a question. I got a question for Demar.
I'm gonna put on the worst rap music I got.
Bro, I be TJ McCollum
out loud.
Hell, bro, I be all up.
One ain't gonna be able to take it. He gonna have to.
Oh, you said TJ McConnell?
Yeah, I'll be a pest, bro.
So you're gonna be crying to your mama?
That's now see, that's messed up. No.
Hey, Demar.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Demar, hold on.
I'm just saying.
What
And then have your mama tell people to get back so she can.
What's up?
I'm just saying. There's a time and place for everything.
What going on here? What would be the package to move up in the draft for Ace Bailey? What
Kobe.
Oh, don't.
All right, this how it's
I
gonna
thought you said
go. This how
Kamara.
you have to work it. Okay. Before you move up, let's say Ace Bailey your target. Before you even make an offer, you need to figure out where you gonna play him at. Now let's use Dyson Daniels as an example, right? So say now you heard what I said last time. I said, but you also got to say whoever I go get in that top 5 is going to be better than whoever the dude's going to replace. Okay. Overall, as an overall player. So let's use Dyson. You could offer just Dyson Daniels. I think Dyson Daniels could get you in the top 5. Maybe if they being dickheads, you try to throw in pick 22 because you're giving them basically Dyson Daniels, which is a lottery pick. He will be considered a top 5 pick in his draft right now, right?
Yeah, he's still 22 years old too, as well. He's still young,
right? And here's another kicker: you could also extend Dyson Daniels, which will make his value even more because now the team will have control of that player for the next whatever the extension is, right?
Right.
But since you don't have Dyson extended, a lot of teams they'll be nervous because they don't have no control over the player, right?
Okay.
But you probably looking at my first offer. Let's see who picking 5 Wizards. No, Wizards 6 ain't they?
Wizards. Utah.
I think
it's Utah. Utah
picking 5.
Yeah, I think it's the Jazz.
So you looking at Utah.
They ain't interested in they.
But here's also another thing you got to remember too, Tank. You got a board and you got your projections on where teams gonna go. Now, once again, the Hawks and those front offices, they got insiders who probably talking to other teams. So say all those teams said they're not gonna take Ace Bailey, somebody gonna take him at let's say 6, right?
Right.
Then you trying to get whoever got the 6th pick, which is I think the Wizards.
The Wizards.
So what you're trying to do is offer them something that they don't have. Right, so I keep saying Dyson Daniels because he's a hot name right now.
He's not under contract either.
He get you a lot. He probably could get you more. He will get you more in return than Ricochet.
But hold on though. But don't you think Dyson Daniels is a player that the Hawks need to win? But that's every team is a Dyson Daniels now.
But that's why I said as the that's why your front office, whoever making the G calls. That's why I said, if you going after a player, that's why I keep saying this. You as the general manager is saying, this guy is going to be better than the guy that I'm trading in 2 to 3 years. That's so in your head, you already know that. Okay, I think this guy's going to be better than Dyson Daniels will be in 2 years. That's how you got to look at it. But that's why I keep saying, if you don't think he's going to be the better player, and I keep saying better player overall.
Right.
Because I will give you Dyson Daniels defense. We don't know Ace Bailey defending at the NBA level. Right. But he has the ability and the skills to score the basketball. So you would you got him offensively better than Dyson. What you don't know how he gonna defend. That's where your scouts come in at. Because people advising Onsi, Graham, all of them, they advising him. Somebody is telling him. Now, let me say it like this. It's either Ace Bailey or Circle K. But somebody is telling him, and when I mean somebody, I mean scouts and whatever, are telling him this guy you going after, whoever your target is worth going after.
Okay.
Right? So that's why I keep saying, so if you're going after, say they're going after Circle K, in your head, you're saying he's going to be better than what Okongwu going to be 2 to 3 years from now. That's why I keep saying if you get a big early, he's probably going to replace Okongwu after this season.
Yeah, after the following year. Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So it all depends, and then it depends on how much you want to pay. Teams could be dickheads when they know you want a player. They'll try to play hardball. Well, I want this, I want that, I want that. You know, and it's up to Onsi to be like, you know, I want this guy, but I'm not finna give up all this to get this guy. But I will give up this much to get this guy because I think this guy is going to be that good. See what I'm saying?
But do you believe in the work ethic of Dyson Daniels, that you believe that he can get better offensively next year? Do you think he could get better?
No, he's going to get better.
We've seen improvement this year.
You got to also
I just want to know.
Look at it like this, though. Look at it like this, Tank. Look at it like this. No doubt, Dyson Daniels is going to be a better offensive player next year. I believe. I already got a bet with Matt that he's going to shoot at least. Because you listen to me, I got a bet with Matt saying he's going to shoot above league average from 3. Okay, but here's the kicker. That's why I keep telling y'all.
You might lose that.
You have to be able to look at a guy and say, whatever Dyson Daniel do, get better at. This guy is going to be better than him in 2 years. So all that getting better stuff is cool. But you're saying to yourself, the guy that I want, it's going to be way better than this guy going to be in 2 years.
Right,
yeah,
right.
That's the whole point of moving up. And
so, Damon, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? What is it with Ace Bailey's game that makes you believe that in 2 years he's a better player than Dyson Daniels?
I never said he was.
I'm just asking because I mean you're throwing it out.
I'm just going off a report. You ain't never heard me say Ace Bailey.
No, but I mean you picked Dyson Daniels, right?
Because
I mean you're arguing.
I'm gonna tell you why I picked Dyson Daniels. I'm gonna tell you why
that this guy.
That's what I thought I heard. Didn't you hear that? C1?
You're not gonna move off.
John, you been here the whole time.
Jay, you're not gonna move off your number 1 overall pick, who you just got, and you still
develop.
I don't know
because to me,
why
not?
Not?
It's not really a Dyson Daniels or Ace Bailey question.
I'm gonna give you
believe. The question for me would be: would you believe that Ace Bailey could be better than Zachary Ricochet?
And what's up, Quan?
Zachary Ricochet costs you nothing but $12 million per year. Okay, that you're developing. He's better than Dyson.
Oh,
Daniels.
He's
better than Dyson Daniels as an overall
What up,
player.
John?
Okay, he's already a better shooter. He's already a better scorer. Okay, and he has the length, and he's just a better prospect than Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels, watch this. If you take away Dyson Daniels, he don't really impact the game. He's good giving you steals, right? He gives you the steals. But can you rely on him?
Hang on. This is between Damon and Jay.
Yeah, I'm just agree with you. I think the problem is
can you rely on Dyson Daniels to get you a bucket without Trae Young in the game? If you need a bucket,
I can't rely on Zach to do that either.
I didn't ask you that. I'm asking you a simple question. Actually, can you rely on Dyson Daniels to get you a bucket without Trae Young?
Yeah, Damon, I agree with you on that. Damon, I agree with you on that. No, he cannot. He cannot.
Here's why I say that, right?
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Actually ran the second unit when Trae Young was off the court. He got busted.
I agree with you on that, Damon.
How much is Dyson's?
So we're going to ignore the play-in tournament game without Trae Young, where Dyson was the point guard.
Yeah, and he nearly got 30 points.
I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Are we going to ignore that game where he dropped 30?
Well, hold on. We're talking about consistency, not one game here or there.
We need a fact check though. How much is his points assisted by Trae though? What's the percentage of assists?
Dyson is not scoring no damn 25 plus points.
That's the other part.
Y'all finna make me turn into man.
I think out of all like players, I think Dyson's one of the least.
I'm gonna figure this out.
Okay, let me ask you this, AC, since you brought that up. If I do, let's use Ace Bailey. Does Ace Bailey need Trae Young to pass him the ball in his spot?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. And I was gonna comment on that.
No, Damon. Wait, Damon.
Can y'all just say this shit now?
Damon, what was the question? What was the question,
I said, Ace Bailey need Trae Young to give him the ball in his spots to score?
No.
Or can I give Ace Bailey the ball He bring it out court and go get me a bucket.
Okay, well, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ace Bailey can do that. He can do that.
So,
He can do a little bit.
Ace
But he's not going to. Trey needs the ball to be productive.
No, it don't mean nothing when I got Ace Bailey. But
No, he don't, Ryan. Ryan, hold on, Ryan. We seen Trey.
Like, can
move
you
without
get the ball to
Ace Bailey is because Ace Bailey is an offensive guy.
Okay, but if he's
Okay,
an offensive guy, why can you not give him the ball and say run a pick and roll?
Okay, hold up.
You can't. Y'all understand Ace Bailey has just averaged more turnovers than assists in college?
I gotta say this real quick.
He lead the league in turnovers, and you don't give a fuck about
No,
that.
but he doesn't
Hold up, I wanna
average
say this
more turnovers than assists, Damon.
It doesn't matter.
Hold up.
How does that not matter?
Because what you need to do
we just
is
recently
when you
found out
looking
who
at
Ace Bailey is, and now we're
Bailey,
so
you
high on
looking
him.
at him and you pointing out the
And he's playing with Dylan Harper.
what you're looking
Dylan
at
Harper got the ball
is
too.
how can it be fixed? Can it be?
I just got a question.
Okay, but I'm
Why
saying
does
as
he
a
turn the ball?
playmaker,
Why does Trae Young turn the ball
Ace
over,
Bailey
Jay?
leaves a lot
Jay,
to be
why does
desired.
Trae Young lead the league in turnovers? Why?
Demond, at no level
Because
of
the usage
basketball, you
rate.
can't go look
No,
at.
I'm
If
asking
you
you
go
a
look at
question,
Demond,
Jay.
Demond,
I'm
hear
asking
me
you a
out, man.
question. Why does
Hear me
Trae
out.
Young lead the league in turnovers?
Because he has the ball in his hand a lot.
So does Tyrese.
Because
And
he has
he's
the
trying
ball
to,
a
but
lot.
Tyrese
He turn the
Halliburton
ball
is
over.
an anomaly.
No, why does he turn the ball over? That's
All
not
the
an
guys
answer.
that lead the league
Why
in
does
turnovers
he
are
turn
like
the ball
LeBron,
over?
I'm about to say
Luka,
Magic
James
Johnson, when he
Harden.
led the
I'm
league
asking
in
you a
like,
question, Jay.
in
Why
turnovers.
does
I'm telling
Trae Young
you,
lead the
Russell
league in
Westbrook,
turnovers all the time?
because he's a super high usage player.
No,
He's
the
trying to make
reason he
things
lead the
happen.
league, I'm gonna tell you why he lead the league in turnovers. Because he takes a lot of risk. So,
I just
so when
said
you
that.
watch like
I said he's trying to
Halliburton,
make
it's
stuff happen.
not usage, it's the risk. Because Halliburton has
It
high
is
usage,
usage though.
but he don't turn the ball over like that. Because
But
Trae Young
Halliburton
takes
is
more
an
risk
anomaly.
than some point guard.
Halliburton is not a good
But my
example.
point
He's
to you,
averaging
Jay, is
every
this.
single
Halliburton
word.
is not a risky passer.
This
He's
is
not a
my
risky
point.
It's like LeBron, Luka, James Harden. All those
Listen
dudes
to
turn
me.
it over.
My point is this. When you bring up a deficiency about a player, especially a top 3, a top 5 player, is you're looking at them and say, okay, he turned the ball over. Why does he turn the ball over? And once you figure out why, you say, can we fix that? Can that be improved? That can be fixed. That can be improved.
But
okay,
at no
but
level of
nobody coming
basketball
into
was Ace Bailey
everybody
a
you
playmaker.
grab is something bad. You can find something bad about him.
I'm not saying
That's
that
true.
there's
Can I-
something wrong with it. I'm just saying to you, at no level of basketball was Ace Bailey this arm ball playmaker. He's a great scorer, but it's a red flag. I mean, it's at least a yellow flag that even in high school he maybe averaged 4 assists, and in college when he
But
has
you're
the
not
ball,
getting him to be.
him
You don't
and
care
Dylan
how
Harper,
many assists
like he missed a
gets.
lot of cuts.
You're not
like,
getting him to be a point guard. You
hang
don't
on,
care
that's what
about
I'm
assists.
saying though. But like,
You get him
if that's
to
the
score
case
the
though,
ball.
Demond, if that's the
Can he
case,
score the
then
ball,
you're
yes or no?
proving, Demond, if that's the case, you're proving my point again that it's not Dyson versus Ace. It would be, do you believe that Ace Bailey is a better prospect for you than Zachary Risache? That's the question.
I think Zach
the
and
question,
Rich,
because they play similar ways.
It's just my opinion. I think Zach and Ace Bailey would be a cold combination.
No.
No.
No. Heck no.
No.
I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm gonna tell you this. All y'all are wrong because the Hawks are trying to get in the top 5 for a reason.
But y'all are
it's for Ace
Bailey.
But it wasn't usually for Ace Bailey. though.
You're
Like,
assuming it's for Ace Bailey.
I thought it was for cocaine.
Jay is right.
Bailey.
All that.
But
What's
you
good,
don't.
Juan?
I mean,
My bad.
Demont, he's got high usage, but he only averages 1.3 assists per game.
I thought we were moving up for
Go ahead, Juan.
for not for Ace Bailey.
Go ahead, Juan.
All right, gentlemen.
I'm gonna go after Juan.
Yeah,
I gotta go
all right.
after Juan.
Yeah, all right. So I'm just picking back off Demond. All right, man. If you read Ace Bailey's scouting report, he will arguably be the second best ball handler on the Atlanta Hawks if drafted. It is somebody else you can give the ball to be able to run your offense at 6'7", 6'8" as a 19-year-old high usage guard. You probably don't want that happening. You probably don't say, well, I don't want this rookie incoming right now, but he will be the second best creator off the dribble, be able to get his own shot outside of Trey. We have nobody else on our team, gentlemen, right now that can be able to create for this offense besides Trey and JJ. All right. JJ, he can do it. Trey is the best one on the team right now. You get another guy where also attention has to be focused on him, and Ace Bailey, because he is athletic. He is able to create off the dribble. All right. There's already reports right now that he may be the best shot creator and best one-on-one guy right now in the draft. All right. These are just other reports that's coming out from other scouts. All right. I'm just gonna pivot in another direction. Y'all say you don't want to get rid of Dyson Daniels. I like Dyson Daniels as well. What if a Congo was in the situation? Now you're saying, oh, we're gonna lose a center. Nobody wants to have. Hold on. Nobody wants to have a Congo at 6'8", 6'9" as a center. Hold on. Nobody wants to have him at 6'8", 6'9" as a center. All right. So what if I just start loading up on these wings? Boston. What if I start loading up all these wings right now, and I start to have 6'8", 6'9", 6'8", 6'7", all these wings that's available right now in the same model as Boston and in the same model as OKC. I can use the 27 pick, trade back in, or trade back or sign me a free agent with the mill that we have. It's going to be $14.6 million, and I can find me a center that can come in for 1 year if need be, and continue to develop these high two-way wings that we have on our team. We could thoroughly accelerate our team right now and moving forward. It's just a thought. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but like Damon said, there are multiple accurate reports right now that the Hawks are trying their damnedest to get into the top 5 right now. There's only 2 people that we could be looking at right now: Ace Bailey or Circle K. That's it. Somebody said Derek Queen. He's another one as well, but I think he's going to fall out of the top 5. But Circle K and Ace Bailey we're trying to get in the top 5 of the 2 guys we're probably looking at right now.
I'm gonna be real with you. If you want Circle K at the 5th pick in the draft, I'm a firm believer of this. I said this last year when they were talking about Donovan Clingan. Just trade on Yucca. Just trade him.
I agree.
Just trade him because clearly it doesn't really you can use that salary and bring a backup in behind or a stopgap center, but like
I'm gonna tell you this, Jay. What if I get into the top 5 and my target is Circle K? I'm trying my best not to put Onyeka in that deal, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm gonna use Onyeka to address other needs if need be.
But you still are trading Onyeka. That's the point.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm not gonna trade him.
You don't trade up to draft Circle K and still keep Onyeka.
Well, no, you can keep Onyeka now, and here's your thing.
Because pretty much you just told the whole league, we don't believe in this guy. We drafted this guy who's going to be better.
Bro, they do. NBA sports teams do it all the time.
Well,
so I'm a firm believer of next to Trae Young, you're going to need a defender. You're going to need a ball handler. For some odd reason, when it comes to the offense things, I keep pointing this out. Dyson Daniels was, slightly below average as a shooter. I mean, I'm not really looking for him even next year to take more than 4 or 5. You make 2 out of 3 of those, teams aren't going to leave you open. He couldn't shoot. He still got to the paint at will. Teams couldn't stop him. And y'all are underrating the fact he averaged like 5 assists. Like his offensive rating is more of a point of.
I'm not underrating that. We're not underrated. We know that.
And the bench units were just not good at scoring. It's not just him. It's like
let's be real, man.
Most of the year, you just didn't have a lot of talent on the
You
bench.
glossing over the fact that nigga can't score.
And like I said,
if he can't score, how did he average 15?
Here's another thing, though. Here's another thing.
And y'all get mad when Matt point that shit out, but Matt goes super hard on him with the too far, but he can't score.
I don't know why y'all not mentioning
because he the one got y'all super dependent, Dyson, like he the best thing since Sliced bread.
Here's another thing. Y'all keep leaving out. Y'all also keep leaving out the money situation. Y'all keep leaving out the money situation.
Yep.
I could get a guy in Ace Bailey who gonna cost me $6.5 million a year for the next 4. Or pay Dyson Daniels 25 to 30 million.
You're not going to pay Dyson that much, though.
Dyson getting 25.
There's been multiple reports. Even Brad Rowland said it, who talks with the Hawks often, that said that the Hawks and Dyson Daniels' team are looking at giving him the Jalen Suggs contract, maybe like $10, $20 more.
How much Jalen Suggs made?
That's $35 million.
He makes $30 million a year, Ryan.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And Demont, I want I want you to know if Ace Bailey is a top 5 pick,
25 to 30
the fifth pick in
million.
the draft is
You're right, Demar. You're right.
You're right.
Demar, you're right. You're right. You're right.
I be telling y'all, but y'all don't be listening to me, man. Y'all be like,
Ryan,
he did
still
Demar
though, the number
I just said that, Ryan. Like,
That
hell
shit was
no,
funny.
man.
I'm just telling what was told to me.
It's all right, bro. We have
But that's more, Ryan.
The
That's
number,
more.
the number 5 pick
That's
in the
more
draft
money.
this year is gonna make $10 million a season.
No,
Hey,
the
I
number
think Dyson
six
gonna
pick-
get more
the
than
number six
Jalen
pick gonna
Suggs.
average 6.5.
No, the
over
number
next
6 pick is
4 years.
8.23
Hold
million.
up.
You
I
don't
just
get to
looked
the
it
6
up.
to 8.
Maybe I looked at
I'm
the wrong
looking at it
year.
right
Maybe I picked the
now.
wrong
Oh,
year.
let me move in here. Let me
Yeah,
move in here.
you're gonna be paying
I wanted
$10
to go
million
back
for the
to
5th pick.
I want to piggyback on what
Hey,
Juan said.
chat, they don't be listening
Listen,
to me, chat.
the
They don't be
reason
listening
why
to me, man.
I understand what you're saying, Juan, and even Demond about Ace, but the problem is this: Ace had the top 3 recruit in the country, and Dylan Harper at Rutgers with him, and they didn't even make the tournament.
They were both there for NIL. Don't do that. That was a 2-person team.
Wanda, listen to me. Let me put you on
This
some game.
podcast is the funniest thing.
No
ever.
one, the
This
teams
shit
don't
funny.
care how many games you won in college.
Listen to me.
They don't care.
Hold up. Listen.
You know what? I'm not gonna draft this guy because they only won 5. They don't care.
Listen to me. I'm saying this as an example. He already had a phenomenal point guard with him, and they couldn't do anything together. And yet you want to
They only had 2 people.
No, I'm just saying.
C. Wonder, let me ask you this, C. Wonder. Let me ask you this.
C. Wonder, he's still a top 3 draft pick.
Hey,
so
man,
by your logic, hold on,
hey,
C. Wonder,
man,
C.
I want
Wonder.
to hear
So by
nothing
your
about they only got
logic,
2
C.
people.
Wonder. C.
Ace
Wonder. So
Newell
by
was
your
in the
logic,
SEC and
why
made the
is
tournament.
watch this, Juan?
I'm just saying that was an NIL group. They went there for.
and made the
Listen to
tournament.
me, C. Wonder.
So I want to hear that.
So by your logic, why is Dylan Harper going 2 overall?
Wait. Hear it again.
Dylan Harper actually produced at a high level.
But he was on the same team that won 15 games.
And lost.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
By your logic, why is Dylan Harper going 2 and Ace Bailey dropping? By your logic,
I never said that I was a Dylan Harper fan. I don't know where you getting that
you
from.
gotta be a fan. You said they played on the same team. They were 15 and 17 on the season.
Yeah.
So why is Dylan Harper going 2 overall?
You said the top tier was Cooper and Dylan.
The people, they're the scouts. I said that. Go back and rewind the tape.
Listen to me.
Dylan Harper is a true prospect.
You said your top tier was Cooper and Dylan, and then you had 3 through 25.
He wanted to listen to me. Listen to me. Rule number 1, okay? People, the NBA don't care what you did. They don't care how many games you want to. They don't care.
So don't. That is a fact.
They don't care. All they care about is, are you good? Individually.
Your talent. Yeah, they care about their talent.
I'm not drafting your team. I'm drafting you.
You're not hearing anything.
Well, as an individual talent, though, Ace Bailey is.
I'm not saying. I said it before.
Harper's way better than that.
I said it before.
I'm not on the ball ability of Dylan Harper.
I'm not debating that. I'm debating what C. Wonder said. C. Wonder said. He said Buddy was on the 15-win team. So he basically said, so since he sucked in college, since they didn't win in college, why should he get drafted? And all I'm saying is, where's that same logic for Dylan Harper?
You missed the following point that I made. I said I brought up that point to say, hey, he had a great point guard with him before, and they didn't do anything. And so I'm saying, if you're
going to how come the great point guard is still going number 2 and they didn't do nothing?
Listen, I said that.
Why the great point guard didn't win more games? The great point guard,
now you ain't listening to the word I said.
You ain't making sense.
Because you ain't listening.
I got your ass tied up right now. You try to weasel your way out of it.
Bro, I ain't.
You got your ass tied up right now. You trying to weasel your way out of it.
Pause. You got his ass tied up.
Yeah, he tied up. He tied up.
Anyway,
I ain't even catching all these today.
First of all,
you gotta
wait.
No Diddy, baby.
Hey, if I got you tied up,
if
I got you tied up,
hey,
if I got you tied up, I'm torturing you, pimp. Ain't no
oh, you gonna beat him on his ass.
You getting tortured over here, dog. You getting tortured.
I leave for 2 minutes, and this is what we're talking about?
Ryan.
Yes, Ryan.
I leave for 2 minutes, and y'all can't be trusted.
I didn't start this.
Y'all don't be making no sense, man. Y'all don't be making no sense. Ryan, you done for the night. I can't believe you talk about something.
Anyway, the point.
I'm just saying this is what I heard.
Anyway, the point is that I made.
That means Ryan.
And Dyson might get more money than Jalen Suggs. He might get more than Suggs.
Dyson Daniels. I'm gonna tell you something about Dyson Daniels. The Hawks, what they need to do, they gotta ask themselves: do you believe in Dyson Daniels? If you think Dyson Daniels is gonna be better, then you need to try to extend him before October. Because if you think he's gonna get better and he get better, it's gonna cost you more money. Because guess what? What you worried about is other teams trying to come in and outbid you.
Right.
But if you don't think Dyson Daniels is gonna be that good, not gonna make that much of an improvement, then you can. What you really need to do is put a value on him right now and say, I think the dude worth 25 million. If you think he's worth 25 million,
my biggest thing is that for the past, before we even got Dyson, all of us came up here and talked about we need to surround Trey with defense. We need to put defense around him. Defense this, defense that. Defense. Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did, Damon. Yes, you did.
But guess what?
Tall player. You said 3-and-D players too. So what the time when we finally let me finish.
It don't matter, man. It don't
Let
matter.
me finish. The time we finally get a defensive player to put beside, let me fucking finish. The time we put a defensive player, let me fucking finish. The time we put a defensive player around Trae Young, y'all want to freaking trade him for a hypothetical. I can't stand this shit.
Y'all must have forgot that Lou Dort is a big reason why OKC is where they are next to
Dyson ain't on Lou Dort level. Calm down.
How is Dyson not on Lou Dort level? How is Dyson on Lou Dort level?
Not defensively. He up there, but he is not locking people down like Lou Dort.
How can you be second in the first team all defense, and you're not better than a dude that wasn't even top 5?
Did Lou Dort win any type of MVP shit?
Hold up. First of all,
like we just talking about we're gonna trade the guy who finished second in DPOI votes, the guy who won most improved player, the guy that led the league in steals, the guy that led the league in stocks. I mean,
Pharaoh, at the beginning, didn't I say their problem is they too in love with players? I don't want to
because
do you want to win, Damon, or do you want to lose? Do you want to win?
It's because he just did Onyeka and come on. So this is a hypothetical.
And I understand, but my biggest thing is
all those defensive game winners, all those defensive stops,
all those steals, all those like on Fox.
And where did we end up? Not in the playoffs. So what difference do it make?
You never did that shit before, though.
Okay, we played Daquan Plowden, we played Keaton Wallace, we played Dominic Barlow, we played Mo Gay, all significant minutes.
Watch this, Juan. All those wins, all those defensive stops. Did we make the playoffs?
Thank you. I just said that.
What if you do that? Now, what if you did that in the playoffs, though? Like, what if you did that in the playoffs, though?
Get the context right.
What's the context?
This is the problem I have with this is the problem I have. We don't look at the whole. You guys don't read the book. You look at paragraphs. Read the whole book. Read the Bible front and back. I'm sick and tired of us being like, oh, we need to go get defense. We need to surround Trey with size and defense. The time we get a defensive player, I understand it's a hypothetical, but we talking like we going to trade him.
Who we replacing Dyson with?
Ryan, let me just stop you right there. Let me just say go even deeper. This is the reason why I'm sorry. I don't have respect for Damon when it comes to stuff like this. This is the same dude that wanted to trade the whole team to get Giannis. This is the guy that said, "Hey, we need to give everybody up."
No one said the whole team.
Same dude. Hold up,
I see some trade.
He did though.
He did. Y'all, if you consider JJ and Zach and maybe some picks the whole team, then so be it.
Wait a minute. Yes, he did.
If you consider some people and some other shit the whole team, then yes, that's the whole team.
is make shit up. I said you build a package around Jalen Johnson. Did I say Trae Young?
No.
Did I say Trae?
No. You wanted to trade Congu, Jalen, and Zach, and just have Trae and
He did not say Zach because we want him to still shoot.
Did I say Trae?
No, he said Zach too. He said Zach too.
He said Zach.
No, I
said
said
Jalen and Zach.
Jalen. I don't remember him saying Zach. That would be too much.
You missed that one. But he did. He said all of them.
Okay, that would be too much because you still need him to shoot.
I agree. But Demond had him on the auction block.
You said you wanted everybody except Trae Young. You said you wanted everybody except Trae Young. You wanted to say everybody except Trae Young.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I think he said everybody expendable except Trae Young.
Goalpost another time.
And he said, "Are y'all scared?"
See, as a fan, I don't think some of y'all know how to pivot. Okay, some of y'all don't know how to pivot when certain things happen.
Y'all see, there we go.
I mean, we were all right. We were all right when AJ Griffin decided to become a
Tank,
preacher.
You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one, Tank.
We all were fine when AJ Griffin became a preacher.
What about AJ became a preacher?
You had a good teacher, Tank. You got a good teacher there, Tank.
My question is,
that garage so hard.
It's only like one person on his team is untradeable. That's the point.
Right,
who y'all? If somebody came along and said, "We'll give you a top 10 player," and you got to give up JJ, y'all not gonna do it.
If it makes us better, yeah. But trading Dyson for a rookie will not make us better.
I don't know, Pharaoh. I might would.
They don't understand. They don't understand that logic.
They don't get Cole.
Why would you trade an established defensive piece for a rookie who rookies are bad, Damon? Rookies are generally bad.
Let me ask Juan. Haven't I always said I'll trade anybody?
Losing my fucking voice and shit.
Yeah.
I've always said that. I will trade
Which proves
anybody.
my point how you have some really dumb fans that
see
are
that?
so
see, Pharaoh? That's what he said.
Sewage water.
That's what he said.
Sewage water's crazy.
Just give out the bullshit.
All I care about is the return.
That's what he said, Pharaoh.
But
hey, y'all gonna have me doing like Bugs Bunny. That's what the man said. That's what he said. That's what the man said. That's what he said. He said that.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all, everybody in the chat, let me in the panel. I'm not trading Trae Young, but if OKC came and said, give us Trae Young and some picks, we'll give you SGA. Y'all not gonna do that?
Yeah, I'll do that.
One, that's a terrible trade for OKC. I don't know why would you do that.
No, would you give them Trae Young and they give us SGA?
If they did.
Yes, because I would do that because that would make us better. That would make us better.
Yes,
if we upgraded from Trae Young to SGA, we'd be so much better. Trading Dyson for Ace Bailey is not making us better.
Demond is making everybody is available to be upgraded.
Y'all
are not listening to what I'm saying.
You started talking about Trae Young. When you said that, SG will come here to Atlanta and look just like Trae, looking bad with these misfits. And then Trae will go there and play with his players.
That's a different argument. I'm talking about upgrading players. Everybody is available to be upgraded.
You cannot tell me.
You got a point.
I'm trying to answer Damon and Pharaoh's question about trying to trade Dyson for a rookie. Rookies are terrible.
I have a question though.
I get what you're saying, Ryan. Rookies are not.
You gonna tell me Trae Young will go to and play with his boys and win a championship, and Shell come down here and lose just like Trae done?
That's a lie because SGA played defense.
Quit Quinn.
Yeah,
I have a question.
SGA had like 2.5 steals last year or this past season.
I have a question.
He was right behind Dice.
Bust me up. I ain't
even though it was like 100.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Plenty players
gracious.
Plenty players have come here, and you ain't won shit here yet. So I don't know why y'all think SGA finna change.
All I'm saying is everybody is upgradable. That's all Demond saying.
Player that was good.
That's fact. That's fact.
Okay, but you guys are talking about trading Dyson for a rookie. You don't do that.
I have a question though.
Player that was good at
Ryan,
hang on.
Who would have led this G League team better, SGA or Trae?
SGA because he was an actual superstar.
SGA.
SGA.
What now?
If SJ was leading this team this year, would they be in the playoffs?
Yes.
If
No,
we
Yes.
were
no,
healthy,
they
Yes.
wouldn't.
Yes.
we were
Wait,
healthy.
with,
No,
with the
they
same
wouldn't.
dude, with the
Yes.
same dudes we
Yes.
got now?
The
Hell
same
no.
thing
We were
would
healthy.
happen.
Yes.
Hell no.
Yes.
Well,
Hell
that
no,
ain't
no.
playoffs.
You got to
Yes.
start
SGA could SGA by himself could at least get us 7, 8 more wins.
He's a
Man,
AC, I'm
superstar.
gonna ask,
I ain't
AC,
saying
I'm
You
gonna
win
ask
with
you a
keep
question,
kidding me,
AC.
bro.
I'm gonna ask
You
you a
win with
question, AC.
superstars.
If SGA came here with the same team, who is your J-Dub on this team?
Jalen Johnson.
No one.
Who gonna give you 40 when you need it like
To
J-Dub
be,
did?
Jalen
that was one
Johnson
game.
this year.
That was
He
one
just
game,
started.
Damon. That's one
J Dub has
game.
not performed like that the entire season. He's an
I'm
up
gonna
and
ask
down
you a
guy.
question.
J-Dub for his career is averaging like
Ryan,
18, 19 points.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Ryan. I'm gonna ask you a
Who the
question.
Jalen
7-foot
Johnson.
guy? Who the 7-footers on this
AC, let me
team?
ask you a question.
Who the
AC,
7-foot guy?
That part is
Who the
fair.
7-foot
As much as I
3-point
want
shooter
to
on
stay
this
on
team?
here and keep on cooking
AC,
Demond,
correct me if
Guys,
I'm
go
wrong,
at
AC.
it. Y'all
Hang on.
think about it.
I don't.
Who's the Wiggins on this team?
Hold on.
Hang
I'm
on.
asking AC a question. AC, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't J-Dub an all NBA player?
According to this year, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
He
who's
made
y'all
this.
Yes.
player on this team that's gonna help SGA?
Jalen Johnson.
He
But
ain't
like,
all NBA.
no, he
He's
was
not
hurt
all
for that
NBA.
one year.
Jalen
He
Johnson
was
can't
hurt
even
this-
play 50 games, so let's not even
He was
go
hurt, so he
there yet.
can't really
Juan,
count.
did you have a question? I heard you call me.
My
Jalen
question
Johnson,
was that
So who is
Jalen
gonna
Johnson.
be
was waiting,
gonna
man.
be your second player over here?
there would be no
Jalen
second
Johnson.
player. No,
There you go.
he was hurt. He was
Look,
hurt. I'm
There
saying,
you go.
who would have
look.
led this D League hurt squad
Look.
better?
Hang,
Trey or
hang on.
SGA?
Let me hear Juan's question.
Hey, see, it was all. Look, man. All jokes aside, all right. I don't want to get rid of Dyson. All right. I was just saying. I was just playing alongside. What Demond was saying. If we really
Right.
did do this, man, I have to think that Kongwu, Kobe, and maybe our 13-22 is somewhere intertwined in this to pull off this number 5. That's just me. You're gonna have to give up a
Yeah,
player
I can
and
see
a
that.
draft
I
pick
can
and
see
another
that.
one to pull it. And I say Okongwu because I'm of the mindset of the two-way winged player right now, man. Now, Ryan, yes, if you a rookies are generally bad. Dyson is somewhat established now. You know what I mean? We look for him to progress off that. You know what I mean? Insert him in here with all these other wings, and now you just have a flurry of two-way players on your team that's going to escalate the Hawks as far as the team they want to become. I think that we can find a
sorry.
center
Let
in the draft.
me make sure I'm
I
on the
think we
same
come
page.
back.
Like, are you talking about like if we insert Ace Bailey?
But we get rid of but get rid of Okongwu or Man
Oh, okay.
or Kobe
Gotcha.
and like
Okay.
13 pick, and you still have your 22nd pick. You can still find another backup center, Danny Wolf or Maxine Reynolds.
Right.
One of those guys is going to come in here.
I mean, I've
I think that's
talked
more
about
feasible.
Rucka
I
Zakarski,
think that's
but
more
my bad.
feasible.
I think
That's
Danny
just
Wolf's
me.
better than
I
all
think
those
that
guys.
is more feasible if they are trying to move up into the top 5. That's just the way I'm thinking of it. Because I like Okongwu, but you're not getting a championship with him as a 6'8", 6'9" center. It's simply not going to happen.
I mean,
you don't trade into the top 5 to get a bench player, dog.
And who's the bench player?
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Because I mean, if we do trade up and get, come on, I mean, yes, it'll probably won't be this year, but next year, like I think to what Jay said, he's definitely going to be starting.
I wouldn't start him. I'm just saying.
So can I ask the question? If we trade up, do we lose the 13th and the 22nd pick? Right?
We're going to have to package
more than likely.
We don't know Kool-Aid. We don't know. But
I'm
you're
saying
gonna
move up and don't lose a pick, lose those spots. I'm just.
You got to make.
You're gonna lose the 13.
Yeah, 13's already gone. It's just
lose the 13.
if
So
they
you
ask
lose
for 22.
13, so there's a possibility that we still have a chance for 22. Correct?
They're more than likely going to want that.
Yes, it is a
So
possibility.
So let me just say this. So I'm just asking questions. So you trying to tell me we have a chance to go get Ace Bailey, right?
Yeah.
Actually, the second best player in the draft, as what some of the people are saying, and we still have a chance to get Yang or Renault at 22nd.
Yes.
Yeah, you could
that's
pull
a
that off.
How we gonna? How we gonna pass up on that?
Because some Hawk fans
I
in
mean,
love
like
with
really,
players.
we got a chance to go get a guy that can be what we call. You remember when I said Ricochet was not that pick to make a team, a changing player, that person who makes the difference, that brings the team up,
a cornerstone,
to be in a chance to make championship. This guy, Ace Bailey, could be one of those players that can do that.
Yeah.
And so we have a chance to get an Ace Bailey and still get a Yang or a Renault.
Man,
we
stop talking
can't
about
pass
Yang,
up
bro.
on
Yang
that,
ain't
man.
all that, bro. Yang ain't talking about nothing, bro.
Well, that ain't the point he making though. Go ahead, Kool-Aid.
I know.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, we got to look at the large picture. That's why I asked the question, because at first I thought we were gonna lose the 13th and the 22nd pick if we moved up, but we get a chance to hold on to the 22nd pick. Where's the chance that we were talking about taking Yang or Renault there in a way, and we get a chance to move up on that 13th pick and go get.
If you give up the 10th, I mean the 13th pick, you probably got to attach a young player. I think that's what Juan was saying. You're gonna have to give up a young player,
and that's
because you give up the young player so you can keep the pick. Yeah, you give up the player.
Because you're gonna have to get rid of the Congo because you can't trade Kobe because he's hurt.
But see, it also depends on who you're going to get. If you're going to get Circle
He's
K,
still hurt.
If you go get Circle K,
you can trade a hurt player.
You could give up. You could go give up a Congo, but you
have
to go sign a veteran. You got to go sign a veteran bid if you give up a Congo.
Yes, you do. But that's why you have the
MLB. That's fine. Go get one. We could do that.
Yeah, you just got to find somebody like on a vet minimum. You don't need nobody for real, because basically
plus
what you're saying is if you trade a Congo to move up, what you're saying is Circle K is my guy right now and for the future. So you just need a vet bid to back him up, teach him some stuff. Now, once again, if your target is Ace Bailey, you're not gonna give up a Congo because you need to give up somebody because you need to free a spot for him. Because that's one of the main reasons why he don't want to go to Philly, because he wants an opportunity to play and be a factor. He can't be a factor in Philly because they got 3 dudes already. Maybe 4 if they re-sign what's his name, they 6 man.
So
and another thing too, we have a 25 million TLE.
He'll literally be a 2.
We get the max,
right?
14.6 million.
Yeah, you can go.
14.6 million.
But that's why I keep saying.
So you
when I speak on Ace Bailey, that's the main thing I keep trying to explain to people. You have to believe that dude is gonna be who you think he is. That's what you gotta believe, because that's gonna dictate how much you gonna spend to move up to go get him. If you think that dude is gonna be that guy that you think he can be, then you don't have a problem giving up a pick, it's gonna take more than a pick, but
let's say
you got a Dyson Daniels. You don't have a problem doing that because in your head, you believe he's gonna be a better player than Dyson Daniels.
Hey, check this out, man. Ace Bailey must know where he's gonna go for him not to go do those workouts, man. He already know, and he requested 2 spots, Atlanta and New York. He gotta know he's coming to one of those spots, man. He gotta know.
Well, he don't know that because guess what?
Teams
will draft you. Teams will draft you without a workout. They don't give up about that shit for real.
Yeah, I know that.
I do it all the time.
If they think you that good, they don't need to see you work out.
But I was listening to the guys, I was listening to the other guy like Gil and all of them talking, and they were really frowning on him not turning down that workout.
That one with Gilbert Arenas, that shit was funny as hell.
Because also when he turned down them workouts, Kool-Aid, when he turned down those workouts, he losing millions of dollars from 15 from the third pick to the 6th pick. I think the 3rd pick averaging probably around 10, 12 million somewhere up in there to the 6th pick where you gonna get what 6 or 7 million over the course of the contract. You missing out on millions of dollars. So the NBA player also looking at that from that standpoint, like, bro, you cost yourself millions, right? But what I'm thinking is if his agent don't have him working out, what I'm thinking is this: they really don't care about that first contract. They care about the opportunity, because the opportunity can give you a big second contract. That's where your money. That's where the money at. The money ain't on the rookie deal. It's the second contract is where the player that big jumping make the most money. But guess what? if you don't have the opportunity, and say he go to Philly, where he probably will be a fourth option or a third. If he's just standing in the corner for 3 years, he ain't making no big money when it's time to resign, they be like, bro, you just a regular 3-and-D guy.
I saw something where he wanted to promise them there when he get a lot of minutes.
Man, he coming to Atlanta, man. He's starting, man.
He's not coming to Atlanta.
And the only way
I mean, y'all got me hoping and dreaming again,
I'm gonna
man.
tell you like this, Kool-Aid. I'm gonna tell you like this,
boy, y'all be.
I will
now,
say
are
this.
you sure that this won't turn out like a Shadua Sanders situation?
Nah.
No.
The NBA don't care about all that. They don't care about that stupid shit. They're gonna take the best player available because
I mean, because
get fired in the NBA.
A lot of mocks have Ace Bailey going to Washington.
Well, that's because of him not working out. If he was working out, he'd be 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before all this work,
and honestly, Washington might be the best place for him because he can just take all the shots he wants to.
All this whole
Jordan Poole with no pressure.
Yeah,
exactly.
All this time before
I thought they were trying to get up to get Dylan or try to get Fierce.
Man, Onsi is on the clock, bro. I'm telling y'all started the show with Onsi on there, man. Onsi is on the clock because this right here, man. I think Onsi and Quinn is on the clock. They got this decision making right here, man. Gonna make or break them.
How is Onsi on the clock? He just
already
got the
on the
job.
clock. He just got here, bro.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
That's a terrible way to start your first job. On the clock.
Hey, can you imagine getting hired by Kool-Aid? Hey, soon you sign the contract. Hey, you on the clock.
I'm serious. Oh, you
That's the way they do it in LA and New York.
Hey, soon you sign
That's the way they do it in LA and New York. You on the clock as soon as you get hired.
He be like, all right, thank
we the only ones giving folk leeway.
He gonna shake your hand, be like, hey, you on the clock.
Y'all hate.
I'm like, damn, I just got here. How am I just got here?
Hey, what you come here for? I didn't hire you to just sit in the office all day. Hell, you better get to work.
I agree if you fire him at the end of the year, but at the beginning of the year, you can't tell me on the clock.
I tried.
Hey, you and one. When them recruits come in, don't y'all have y'all foot in they behind just as soon as they get off the bus?
As soon as you sign that contract,
Dude, get your ass over there.
Yeah, but that's just for show. That shit just for show, man. That's just for show.
It is.
No, it ain't. Man, look here.
It's just for show. It's just for show.
Dad told me how that was. I didn't go. That's the reason I didn't go.
Me and Juan been through basic. What you talking about?
Yeah, all right. All right.
We went through basic
all right.
in the 90s.
Y'all went through basic in the new army.
No, we went in the old army. I would have saying that we do know.
No, I'm talking about the 1950s, 1930s, 1940s when it was time to go to war.
And basic was the same all the way up to probably the 2000s. It was all
And it's one thing that we do know: Quinn Snyder here to stay. You heard? You heard? Yeah,
y'all they be having they putting y'all behind as soon as they get off the bus.
You heard what Onsi said, bro. You heard what he said.
I'm not saying
Hey, Tank, didn't Onsi say he's good at 13 and 22?
Huh?
Didn't he say we good at 13? He's good at 13 and 22?
He was comfortable.
Yeah.
Guess what?
That's what Quinn said. That's what Quinn said. Hey,
that's what Quinn said. Wait a minute. Hold up. Now, Demond, do you believe that? Do you believe that, Demond?
As soon as that press conference ended, Tank, guess what happened? Brett Siegel puts out Hawks trying to get in the top 5. Everybody on Twitter like, I thought we was good. I said, I told you.
Hey, Quinn said we were good at 13.
See, I told you, man. I don't trust these jokers. I don't have no faith in them.
Okay, but to be fair, they're not going to tell you a draft plan in a press conference.
Oh, no. Hey, Farrell, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But I still don't trust these jokers.
Hey, can you hear me, Ron?
As long as the Rustlers are involved with this team, I do not trust them. I don't trust them on first I can throw at them.
People actually believe like a general manager is going to have a public press conference and just give away all the shit he's going to do.
Right.
But Demond, you would think that if we have a new front office, you would think that they would bring in their own coach. Don't you think so?
Didn't I say
not
that already?
Necessarily.
Didn't I say that?
But that's what they do, though. That's what they do. They bring in their own coach.
What did I tell you? That's why you're not gonna have a president of basketball.
Okay.
Who said we were packed at 12, at 13 and 22?
Onsi.
Who said what?
Onsi said that.
Yeah.
Is that what Onsi said?
Yeah, he said.
Don't
but,
believe it.
In a press conference where he not telling all the
believe
draft
it.
stuff.
Kool-Aid. Soon as the press conference ended, here come the report. Boom, Hawks trying to aggressively move up into the top 5.
Hey man, we got 2 days to find out if this happens or not.
Hey, fellas, can we all agree though that the NBA game is won on the perimeter and on the wings right now? This is why I'm of the mindset to get as many talented wings as you can. Get as many talented wings as you can.
You right, Ron. You saw Oklahoma City was running J-Dub as the 5. That was crazy.
Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgreen, what's his name, Miles Turner. Yeah, they had some defining moments, but they weren't impactful as SGA and Halliburton and Pascal Siakam. You can't even say that.
Juan, Miles Turner.
Williams too.
I'm gonna tell you.
I can't remember if it was game 7.
Hey,
they tried to go to Miles
Halliburton
Turner.
wasn't impactful though.
Hey, he couldn't even get. He couldn't
post
get no position. I'm like, what the
hell?
hell?
A1 now. I will say this. I'll say this.
That's never been his game.
The mid-range game is back.
Yeah, his mid-range game is good.
Yeah.
The mid-range is
never been a back to the basket guy.
You win on the perimeter in the NBA now, man. It's an outside game, man.
That's why Oklahoma
No. Hey, when I listen to Jason,
Turner couldn't punish them in the middle.
Yeah.
When I
it's SGA, man. I mean that. Well, now you know what.
But you can also win in the inside too, though. You don't always have to.
You know what? Now wait a minute.
Hold on,
I'm gonna say
we just seen Jokic. We just seen Jokic win the chip.
That's one person, Tank, out of a 30 team.
I don't even know another team that play inside.
Well, it's A1 is going to work because he's unique and he's the only one that can do it. There's nobody. There's nobody.
We call that anomaly. We call that anomaly in where I'm from.
Yes, it is an anomaly, but they have found a way to win beside wing. They found a way to win beside wing. Now, go get you one. Go get you a big 7-footer that knows how to play with his back to the basket, and let's see what happens.
Hey, John, we got one. His name is Conwoo.
Hey, this the deal, man.
Conwoo couldn't play dead with a casket and a preacher.
This the deal, man. Jay said on the Stephen A. Smith when they were talking about the OKC, to win a championship, the team have to be structured right from A to Z.
Yeah.
And right now, and with that, he was saying it is better to have 2 7-footers in that structure of that starting 5. That's one of the most important part was to having 2 7-footers in the structure of that starting 5, along with a good wing, along with a good point guard, and along with a good 2.
John,
it is very important that those 2 7-footers is going to be the most important part of any starting 5 in the future.
But John,
that was the coach said on how he structured the team, and they came to the conclusion that it was that and camaraderie.
Sorry, John, I didn't mean to call you Kool-Aid. What you are not putting into account is that Chet Holmgren is one of the best 7-foot perimeter guys in the league. You don't have a lot of 7-footers that can guard the perimeter and the paint at one time. You know who else? You know who the other person, the other 2 people that can do it consistently? Their names are Wemby and Porzingis.
Generation.
But that's what I just said.
I don't be talking about no generation. See, we just got through fussing about this.
John, there's only 3 in the NBA. I'm not John, but Kool-Aid. There's only 3 in the NBA.
He said Porzingis.
Okay, look, man. Renault has that same ability, bro.
We don't know yet.
We don't know that yet.
I don't know that.
I can tell you that he already do. I'm telling you, he do.
Have you watched a single game of?
He's not been in the NBA yet.
He can shoot and he post and he defend, man. I don't know what y'all guys are not looking at as a 7-footer. And then you can't tell me that I don't have the same ability as a
he ain't did it in the NBA.
Yes, he ain't been in the NBA. Kool-Aid.
Look, man. If we don't structure the team correctly, and that's why I have a problem with Double-O. If we got with Double-O at 6'8" as a center, it's going to be a problem. We're not going to win with that. So the team is not structured correctly.
And
everybody is starting to structure their team with big centers and big forwards. Look what Houston just did. They're gonna have Kevin Durant, who's gonna be 7'2".
Don't play no
defense. They gonna have Goon, And they
Don't
have
play no
big
defense.
boy coming back. And guess what? Both of them is on the floor together.
He said goon.
Sengun is 6'9", 6'10". Sengun is
And
not
big
7
boys
feet.
on the floor together, man.
Sengun is not 7 feet.
He's 6'11", you know what
He's
I'm saying?
6'9",
How tall is the Samoan guy,
He's
whatever his name
6'9",
is?
6'10".
How tall is him? How tall is he?
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams, how tall is he?
6'11".
He's 7 foot.
He's 7 foot.
He's 7 foot. You know, hey, you can't tell me Sengun, but Sengun play what? He's 6'11". He play what? He play what position?
16 play center.
But he's not that good of a defender, though. Like
He's taller than that, man. He's
6'10".
He's taller than that, man.
All right, Kool-Aid. Yeah, he's 16.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess what?
Here's the thing, though, Kool-Aid, because everybody.
Guess what? Guess who won the championship, though?
Y'all are enamored by like
Not
the pure
Sengun.
height.
But who won the championship? Who won the championship, though? What?
I take that. See. It could have gone either way. That thing could have gone either way last night.
But Kool-Aid, they didn't play Hartenstein and Chet all the time together.
No, they didn't. But what they talked about, the mistake they made was not in the first game, was not playing them two together.
That is true. I agree with that.
Okay, so you gonna tell me, and it was several times they played them together off and on. Yes, they rotated them out to change it up a little bit, but it was a lot of times they did play them together now.
Kool-Aid.
Because good coach know how to mix and match. That's one thing what a good coach know how to do is mix and match. He don't always be stuck in stupidity.
You know,
Kool-Aid.
a lot of people would say that.
Let's keep it a book.
Where Mark
Game 6, they ran that tall lineup out the building. Game 7, Halliburton was cooking them early, and then he got injured. We will never know what will become of that game. We will never know.
I stopped watching after Halliburton got hurt. I just stopped watching. It wasn't worth it for me.
I understand we'll never know what will come in that game. But but look at their record throughout the whole year.
I'm not worried about their record when they're in the game.
Guess what they did? When did they get Einstein? When did they get
Einstein? Before the start of the season with Caruso.
Before the start of the season. So last year they did have one 7-footer, right?
They had Chet.
And who beat them? Who beat them? Who knocked them out of the playoffs?
Dallas.
And who they had playing? Did they not play two centers?
No.
They played not successfully.
No.
Not
Gafford and Lively was on the floor together from time to time.
They weren't.
Oh, come on, man.
No, they weren't.
They took advantage of
They didn't play them together.
They did not play
They didn't play them together. PJ Washington's a forward, Kool-Aid.
PJ Washington was at the 4.
I ain't talking about. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about Lively, man.
Jones Jr. was playing.
No, they didn't.
Lively.
They didn't play Lively.
You can't even play Lively and Gafford at the same time. That's
Thank
terrible.
you.
You can't even do. That's not
They
even
was
like.
on the floor for
Not
time
even
to
like.
time. Okay. I seen them on the floor together a couple of times.
You
too.
did, probably on NBA.
Good coaches, like I just said, good coaches knows how to mix and match. Y'all keep saying, "Oh, they ain't playing," but they have played together on the floor together.
I don't.
A good coach knows how to mix and match, when to move and when not to move.
They're both solid. They're both like.
And you can't tell me Gafford and Lively wasn't on the floor together last year in that playoff.
No.
You know what I did take away from Onsi Saleh's conference today?
So guess what they
talking about
did?
it. I think the strength of the Hawks team is they have a lot of guys that can play interchangeable positions.
Thank you.
And they went and got signed to be the next 7-footer with them.
I think it's other things that matter other than just purely being 7 feet. So I always use Thomas Sorber. Like Sorber,
talk yourself out of that, man.
Right?
But I ain't playing with that.
He's 6'10" with the measurables of a
I'm not playing with that, bro.
That's 7'3". Like
he has the fourth longest wingspan, I think.
Capella is
bro, he got
6 feet.
Jay, he got a bum foot, man.
No, I know. I'm just saying it depends on the medicals with him, but I'm just like I use him as an example as everybody that you think is 7 foot tall in the NBA actually isn't 7 feet tall, but if you have a 9'4" standing reach and a 7 plus
exactly
6'10", then out there on the court at 250 pounds, you're gonna look and play like you're 7 feet plus.
Yeah.
Don't talk yourself into that, Jay. Don't talk yourself into that, Jay.
Wingspan
So
matter.
Jay,
You
all
ain't
you
gonna
gotta
tell
do,
me. I
so
don't care
Jay,
how
all you
much
gotta
you
do
look
is
like.
go.
Nobody gonna beat
Let's get to this wingspan situation here.
So Jay, all you gotta do is go.
Wingspan.
All you gotta do
Look,
is go.
hold
And
up.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Jay. I'm gonna tell you like this.
It's not
When
just
Onsi
wingspan, it's
Saleh, when
standing reach
I
too.
listen to Onsi Saleh, here's the thing. I don't think he's ever been a scout. Okay, so I
He
really
said he
believe
scouted.
he's.
He said he was a scout.
I don't know where he scouted at. I looked him
But
up in
he's not
San
here to
Antonio.
scout. That's Brian. That's Graham's job.
I didn't
So
say
he
he
can scout.
was. Listen to me. Listen to me now. I believe he is, and the reason they is on the Circle K stuff is because he's listening to who? He's probably listening to Kyle Korver. And I believe once Graham came in, he probably ran it by Graham because Graham was a scout and he's supposed to be a top guy when he was doing it. I believe they ran it by him. This why I'm so this why I believe that it's either Special Circle K or it's Ace Bailey. And I don't think Queen is worth. You don't got to move up to the top 5 to get Queen. Queen going after 8, I believe.
Okay.
But he will be a lottery pick, so I don't think he ain't finna do no crazy drop.
No, yeah, he not gonna drop this. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that, and that's why I keep saying somebody in that organization believes one or two things. They believe that either Circle K is the guy that we need, or they either believe that Ace Bailey is going to be that guy. It's a reason why they trying to get in the top. And I keep saying this, guys. It's not just one report. The report's been coming out for at least 2 weeks that the Hawks been trying to move up.
It's multiple.
Yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke,
So
there's
when
fire.
you looking at, when Onsi says he was glad bringing on Graham, and what I didn't know until the press conference, he already knew Graham, and he already knew Pittman. Is that his name that came from Philly? The dude who came from Philly. He already knows them. Right. I believe, and that's what I believe. I believe that Kyle Korver is the one behind Circle K, right?
Yeah, because he scouted him.
Right, because if you the GM, you're gonna listen to Kyle because Kyle been working with this guy for at least 2 years. He been living at the dude house.
Yes, in South Sudan.
And then with the Ace Bailey thing, you just start putting 2 and 2 together. He graduated.
I think Ace Bailey is his camp. I ain't really heard. I've consistently heard Circle K. We ain't really heard nothing about Ace Bailey from outside of his people.
Yeah. Right. That's why I don't really have a name to put with Ace Bailey. But when you're going in the top,
we talked about last night, or the Thunder, they won the championship. I was saying earlier, my thing on bigs is they're not. If you don't believe they're going to be a top 10 big, then I would look elsewhere.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a reason why they trying to. They must. I'm gonna tell you something, Jay. They must believe that he gonna be a 2-way big, meaning that he can score the ball and defend. Why else? Why else would the Hawks try to trade up? Let's be honest. You don't need
a good defensive player.
You don't.
If he doesn't become anything else on offense, I can see the Rudy Gobert stuff on defense.
Defensive player of the year. Yeah.
I can see the Rudy Gobert stuff, and with Trae Young, he just has to be a live guy.
Yep. He runs the floor well
and set good screens.
When I look at Circle K, not the Duke stuff, but when I seen him, like his other film, going back to the junior level when he was playing with South Sudan, I do believe there's a lot more to his game than
we was like they exposed to Duke.
Because at Duke, it's the same thing with Carter Bryant. He played Carter Bryant at Duke just like Circle K and Kneppel. They played a role. They did what it took for the team to win.
Yes.
And that's why I'm looking at Kaman. I'm like, okay, I'm looking at him through the lens of you've only been playing basketball for 5 years. I saw his early film when he was 13, 14 years old, and the improvement he made from that to 18. That's the other part. He played college basketball just like your boy that's Cooper Flagg. They were 17 at the start of the season. They reclassified, or maybe not so much for Common because he's basketball Africa, but they came over and went to college basketball a year earlier than everybody else. So he's really 18 years old.
Yep.
And he did it at that level. He's already 253 pounds. He can get bigger. His game is gonna keep improving. I looked at him and I said the same thing about Juan Behringer.
Hold on, what can he really do though?
But see, here's the thing, Jay.
I think he'll be a dude that can run pick and pop.
But see, Jay, this where your money is made in the draft. And I said this about Yang. When the players go to the private workouts with the team, that's where the money is made, because what the teams do is they run those players through their own sets and see how they look. Because I don't know if y'all remember, I was up here and I said, man, I wish Trae Young was here when Hanson Yang came through, so he can actually see, right? But that's where you move up the boards. You move up the boards through the private workouts, because those workouts are what's the word I'm looking for? They're scripted, so you can do the stuff that team does, and they can see how you fit, how you move, how you work, and they bring in other players, so you're not just doing it one-on-one by yourself. It's
So
other players there.
Damon, Jay, and the rest of y'all think Circle K is the safe pick to move in the top 5, and Ace Bailey is the higher upside pick, if that's what they're looking at?
Ace Bailey.
I believe that.
Ace Bailey.
I believe that. Because when you look at the Hawks lineup, right? If you look at all starters, I guarantee you, if you ask 100 Hawk fans, 95 of them gonna tell you if we had to replace a position, it would be the 5.
Yes.
And honestly, Juan, Circle K, his best team to go to is Atlanta.
Yeah, I agree, Ryan. Totally agree.
I think
because
any center in the league,
and then once again, when you look at the history of your star player and you look at the history of your coach, their best seasons are with a defensive big man.
Yes.
Their best season with defensive big man. So
I like Circle K, man. He plays.
I like him too, Jay.
That's why I said, when you see a guy you want, like I said, it all depends on how the front office view him. If I'm Atlanta and I think Circle K is that dude that I need that's going to take us, that can take us from 42 wins to close to 50 wins just by himself and his defense, then I don't mind risking trading on Yucca Konwu.
I don't.
Because guess what? Juan?
Right.
If you move up in that draft and you draft a bid, you don't think a Konwu agent and not talking to him like, hey, we need to start looking. And I'm gonna tell you something else. You saw they do a Konwu the same way they did John Collins. They got him shooting threes from the corner. Yeah, so they look at him. Can they use him as a backup? Because of what? Maybe you keep a Konwu and use him as a backup power forward.
Yeah, you can do that too.
I'm gonna say this. Here's my last point. If I'm a Konwu, first of all, I'm pissed the fuck off. I'm the 6th pick. I started 1 year. Now you got me coming off the bench. That's 1. 2, his agent finna be on the phone and be like, "Hey, buddy, we need to start. Maybe we need to request getting up out of here because it look like you're gonna be career backup in Atlanta."
Yep.
And that's why I would use a Konwu as trade bait to move up or to make a follow-on trade. If I need to get another wing, I'm using
Cam Johnson. Johnson.
Because I don't want to disgruntled. You saw what happened when Clint got disgruntled. All of a sudden, he out for the year. All of a sudden.
That's a very good point you just point out, because if you do take that angle and this agent start talking like that, unless Konwu waited to come off for the for the sacrifice for the team, I'm starting, just like you said, I'm averaging 15, 10, 1-1. You know what I mean? That's my time. I get Circle K, I'm gonna be feeling some type of way. However, we're gonna get you to a destination where you can start and you can play immediately. Talk to me, Brooklyn. What you want for Cam Johnson?
Yeah, I mean, let's be real, Juan. If you the 6th overall pick, it took you 5 years to finally start, and you ain't even get to start the whole season. You start a half a season, and then we draft. You know what that shit like? It's just like what we did with what the Falcons did. They signed Kirk Cousins, then went drafted a quarterback top 10.
Michael Penix. Yep.
To be fair, they do their shit backwards. I mean, they didn't know they was gonna have a chance to get Michael.
If you double O and you see them move up, you not gonna feel some type of way because you know that dude on your ass for your job. Pause.
Hey, DeMar.
And he's gonna get your job because if you move up to get picked in the top 5, you're going to play a lot of minutes.
Yes, you are.
Well,
I think he'll play 25 minutes a game to start off.
And what did I say, Jay? I said if they draft a big 13 or earlier, this will be Double O's last season as the starting big.
I agree.
It's time to. I think
It's time to nut up or shut up.
The big man position for the Hawks, right? Anybody that they're bringing in, I like, especially even if they're bringing in Circle K, all the bigs that they've been working out multiple times can play with all the other bigs on their roster. So, like, if they stay pat, if they can't get into the top 5 for Circle K, like, Circle K, in theory, can play with Onyeka, he can play with Jalen, he can play with Moge. Like, they all can play. But if they stand pat at 13, it's kind of like, stylistically, I don't know why we're so low on Asa. I think that's a perfect kind of dude to add in to the big group. Like, that's just the best.
Yeah. I mean, no, yeah. I agree. Because, I mean, Asa Newell from Georgia.
I think that kid is going to be a 5 at the next level in the NBA, and he's going to be quite the mismatch. Like, he's going to get.
Let me tell you something. You know why?
People have said that he's like a bigger Jalen Johnson.
And you know why Derek Lively got picked at 13 by the Mavs? Because his private workout with the Mavs. Because in my group chat that I'm in, I mentioned getting Lively. You know what people told me? He can't shoot. They said he can't shoot. He went down to the private workouts, and I'll never forget that the Mavericks posted the video. He just knocking down threes from the corner. Yeah. They drafted him. So those private workouts is what could make a team say, you know what? I'll take an Asa Newell. Because guess what? Like y'all said, he may have played a role in Georgia, but guess what? Over here, I just watched this dude in the private workout hit whatever hit 20 out of 35 threes.
And another thing too,
at Georgia, I think he just played his game, but I think in the NBA he has a very translatable role.
But see, that's where you as the general manager.
Yeah,
that's what you got. You got to figure out. The first thing you need to figure out
is what role are they gonna play.
The skill, not even the role, the mindset. Is this the type of guy who gonna get better? Because guess what, he could end up a Bobo, a dude with talent. But what do they say about Bobo? He lazy. He don't want to get.
He lazy. Yeah, very lazy. Yeah.
Yeah, but Bobo.
Well, another thing too. You have to look at Trae Young's track record with centers. I mean, like he's made almost every center he's played with better. Dwayne Dedmon. Thank you. Didn't shoot a 3-pointer shot during his time in San Antonio. Gets to Atlanta, shoots 3-pointer, gets a big contract. Alex Len. Yeah. Alex Len was considered a bust, didn't shoot. Now he's a role player for the Lakers.
Oh, he was with the Lakers, yeah.
Damian Jones didn't get much burn in the Golden State, goes to Atlanta, gets a bigger contract for I think he went to Brooklyn after.
Yeah,
like all of the centers that Trae Young has played with, he has made better. So we also have to take that into account when we look at an Asa Newell, when we look at a Kamal Malawak, if you want, we can throw in Derek Queen.
But see, this is what you're really looking at.
Why you ain't throwing in OO?
It's not. Are they going to? It's not.
I didn't even say Clint Capella either.
It's not. Does Trae make them better? It's does this dude help us win more games? That's what you need to look at. The getting better part, I ain't worried about that. As far as Trae making them better.
Comment help the Hawks next year win games.
You need to make sure because guess what? If you draft Circle K, guess what Quinn got to do? Ain't no 5 out with Circle K out there.
Exactly. You gotta do the roll.
Not in year one.
So what you got to do now? You got to adjust how you gonna play on the offensive side of the ball. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, personally,
can Circle K shoot a little bit? Yeah. I know he didn't take a lot of attempts, but
threes at the combine.
It's all about. Listen, Everybody
So, I mean,
all NBA players can hit threes when it's no pressure.
When it's no pressure.
NBA players can go to a gym and hit all these threes. It's the game.
Yep.
I got you.
But once again, that's why when you look at Kyle Korver advising you, hey, this guy is the deal, you gonna roll with that. Why? Because Kyle Korver is a shooter guy. He can teach shooting. So Kyle Korver come to me and say,
if anybody
Circle K can shoot, I'm gonna believe Kyle Korver off the rip.
Man, I'm trying to tell you though, Circle K, if you could trade up, that makes a lot of sense. But
well, you don't have a choice. You gotta, if you want them, you gotta trade up.
Yeah, I'm saying though, but you probably have to trade up for Asa too, because I'm a firm believer. I think he's going top 12
before Baron J.
But Jay, like I said,
Baron J
you gotta
is
ask
going to
yourself
be a
is
late first.
You gotta ask yourself is this: how bad? There's a couple things. How bad do you want the guy? And what are you willing to give up to get your guy?
Yep.
That's what it's gonna boil down to at the end of the day. That's why I keep saying it. I'm gonna say it again for the 100th time. If you think the dude you going after is better than what you currently have, you gotta do it.
Let the chips fall.
I mean, let me say that. Let me add this part to a certain extent. I ain't saying you sell the farm. Cause I know some people like, why you say sell the farm? No. Yeah. How important is that guy to you? One, and is he going to be better than the guy I currently have in 2 or 3 years? And I say I gotta add the 2 to 3 years because you draft
a window. A window.
You gotta give him time to get better. You got to give him time to get better. Okay.
Now, do you believe that?
Go ahead, Mary.
Do you believe that using 00 in that trade is selling the farm to get to the top 5?
I don't.
No, that's not selling the farm because, like I said, Marion, once the Hawks move up, agent is on the phone.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
on the phone because he know what's happening. You about to send my guy back to the bench.
Yes.
If I'm 00, think about it, Marion. You the number 6 pick. You waited 4 years to start. You show your thing. You do your thing as a starter for half a season, and then they go draft for big in the top 5. How you feeling?
Well, the way I see it, and I said it before, I think that 00 and number 13 can get you to either number 3 or number 4.
I don't think it'll get you that high. I think
you got to look at the needs of the teams. You got to look at the needs of the teams. Charlotte
Dallas
don't need any of the wings that we've been talking about, but they do need some help with the big man, and they can get what they need in 13.
Well, they still got old buddy. They still got old buddy. See, this is what you got to answer. This is what you got to ask yourself. If you the Hornets, or if you're a team, let's say you're a team in the top 5, and somebody want to trade up with you, what they giving you better than the player that you want? So if I want Cooper Flag, if I'm the Mavericks, right, and I got an opportunity to draft Cooper Flag, and a team come up to me and say, hey, I want to trade for the number 1 pick, and they offer me, I'm just gonna make something up, and the Hawks offer me Kobe, 13-22 and a first round pick, are you gonna do it? No, because guess what? In your opinion, those assets they giving you don't equal Cooper Flag. See, that's how you got to look at it from the other team standpoint.
Damon, also, we got to think about what Circle K is slated to land. He's slated to land between the Pelicans, Toronto. What's the other team? I can't think of it right now.
Phoenix got 10.
Yeah, Phoenix got 10. All right. So he's right there between that 4 to 10 window. All right. So that's what the Hawks need. That's the Hawks sweet spot right there. They got to call up and like, hey, well, because they talk, GMs talk, man, teams talk. Believe it or not. They already know who they're gonna pick.
You have to move up to at least 6 because Toronto's trading Jakob Poeltl.
I'm gonna say it right now.
I thought they said they wanted to keep y'all.
If the Hawks move up,
it must have changed. I didn't know.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
If the Hawks gonna move up, it's not gonna happen until draft night.
Yes,
the Suns gonna take Circle K. They're gonna take
because you're gonna look because you looking on you got to see how the board play. Because if Ace Bailey fall past Utah at 5, the whole draft gonna be jacked up.
It sure is. Yep,
the whole draft gonna be jacked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
now if he go past 5 at Utah, all them other teams say I'm just say the
also
Raptors.
we have to look at if San Antonio trades the second overall pick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If San Antonio trades the second overall pick, that also depends on who's moving up.
I don't think the Spurs gonna trade it now because who they gonna trade it for?
Yeah, Giannis. They say Giannis he want a whole team, pretty much.
Did you see the response they gave San Antonio?
I did. 5 first-round picks, 4 players, and like 2 other second-round picks.
But they did that on purpose because they don't want to trade Giannis. So they saying if you want Giannis,
they don't have to trade him soon because they're not gonna do shit this year.
They don't want to trade Giannis. And I
So
mean, at the end of the day, the thing about Giannis for me is I was on the Giannis train because I thought he was asking to be traded. It's a whole different ballgame if he asked to be moved.
He will soon. He said he gonna get him time.
I don't think he gonna.
He said he gonna get him time to see if they can compete this year because he won't.
Mary,
it may be a trade deadline move.
Mary, I asked before you.
It's gonna come because I don't see what they could possibly do to make them contenders.
Yeah. Hey, Mary.
Because Dame's gonna miss pretty much all of next year. My bad, Juan. Go ahead.
No, you Mary. Before you came back on, I asked: Is Circle K the safer pick if you train up to number 5, 6, or whatever, or it's Ace, or it's Ace Bailey the most upside and potential if you was GM, if you had a choice and you was granted that?
If I had a choice, I would say that Circle K is the safer pick simply because you can't teach his size. He's already shown some ability, and you gotta factor in the fact that he played with Khan and with
Cooper Flag.
And it's only so much he's going to be able to do in playing with that particular team.
Yeah.
But what he was able to show is that he's got skills. He hadn't shown all of his skills, but he do got skills. And if he got a cosign from Kyle Korver, then I think that you got to consider him strongly. The thing about Ace Bailey, and this is my one question about Ace Bailey, is that I watched it and I still don't understand it. He played with Dylan Harper. They played for Rutgers, and they were not a good team. They were a poor team, actually, NIT kind of team. So if usually when you have a diaper dandy, usually when you have a blue chipper, he makes his college team a lot better. I mean, look at Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony at Syracuse by himself took Syracuse and they won the national championship. So you telling me that you got 2 blue chippers at Rutgers, and y'all don't even win. Y'all couldn't even win the conference. Y'all couldn't even. Did y'all even get to the? Were they an NIT team?
No.
They was under 500. They were 15 and 17.
It's a team.
That's terrible. That's terrible considering.
Mary, it was just them two. They were NIL team. It was them two for money.
That don't mean nothing.
Once again, nobody cares how many. No one cares how many games you won in college.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
They don't care.
Hey, I understand you don't care, but it's got to mean something. I mean,
it don't mean nothing.
That don't mean
Mary, you can't. 2 people versus 5 ain't gonna never win.
If that was the case, your top draft pick, your number 1 picks would be coming from the national champions every year. They don't care about that shit. They don't care about them awards.
DeAndre Hunter would go number 1.
When the last time
he went number 4?
You seen the college player of the year?
Yeah, I was.
How many times that happened?
Yeah,
nobody care about that.
Yeah,
just like in football, don't nobody care who was the Heisman didn't even go number 1 this year. He was number 2. They don't be caring about that stuff, man. They care about your ability. That's all that matters.
Shay was not Shay team was with Kentucky. Was they not in the Final Four?
Did they win?
Who won?
No.
They Carl Anthony time. You know when Cat was in Kentucky, they was 38-0. They lost in the tournament. And he still with number 1. They don't care about that stuff,
your boy won with Kansas.
They don't care.
It might require some study. But when was the last time a non-NCAA team produced a player who was in the top 5 in the draft?
2, Marion. 2 of them. Dylan Harper and
yeah, 2 of them. 2 of them.
Yeah.
When was the last time that happened?
I couldn't tell you.
Wait, say that again. Last time what?
When was the last time a team that didn't have an NCAA appearance, wasn't even in the top 32 teams, when was the last time they produced a top 5 draft player.
2 of them, yeah.
Two
Not
of them.
1, but 2.
Trey was almost in there because Oklahoma
This
was
team was in
fucking
the
awful
NCAA.
when they went.
But then
They was in the tournament,
they was
though.
in the tournament though.
They was in the
barely,
tournament.
they shouldn't have been in. They was almost. They was 500.
Yeah, but they made it. But he's saying
They made the
nowhere
tournament
near it.
though.
Yeah,
They're not
not
even
in the
good. They
tournament.
wasn't good.
They won their first round. They won their first game. And they lost the second game.
But once again,
That shit don't mean nothing.
I'm gonna
bro.
tell you something, Mary. I'm gonna tell you something. Because your top high school players they one and done, but they go to what schools? They go to them blue chippers because schools like Kentucky, Duke, they built for one and done players. That's why they keep cycling.
Kansas, yep.
Yeah, they keep cycling. If you ever notice your power teams, they just cycle one and dones.
Yep,
that's it. They always go to the same couple schools, man.
Didn't Frank Kaminsky win with Wisconsin?
Where did Holmgren come from?
Yep, and what pick was Frank Kaminsky? He won 1 overall.
Chet came from Gonzaga. That's a one and done school.
Yeah, like it's
Gonzaga was always in the tournament at the point of
they
winning.
produced a lot of good draft picks. Yeah,
Shout out to the
Connecticut
homeboy
too.
Trishan.
Connecticut
$300
too.
super chat. Salute my guy.
Damn.
Was that a mistake?
Trishan, shit, I need a loan for this dude. Any of you cats going to the draft party? Oh, I'm not.
I'm sure Kool-Aid will be.
Kool-Aid gonna be there though.
Oh no, Demond, I go to Fort Knox
Demond, you gonna be
tomorrow.
live? You gonna be live, Demond?
What you think, nigga? You black?
Damn.
Say no more.
Damn.
Marion, to answer your question, Ben Simmons was a part of LSU. They didn't make the championship.
They sure didn't.
They didn't make the tournament, and he got a top 5 pick, as well as Markel Fultz. Markel Fultz, his team didn't make it to the championship, the tournament, and he made it. He was a number 1 pick.
He said 2 though, 2 of
I think in one draft, like 2 players in one
you're
draft.
on the same team.
Oh, I don't even.
That's hard. That's
yeah.
hard. That's a trivia
remember
question.
watching Ben Simmons, and the other thing is that
Tristan,
as you look at it, and that was LSU. As you look at it, it seems as though with the new stuff that came with him not working out with anybody, it seems as though he just went to Rutgers and said, "I'm gonna take it easy, and then I'm a coach because I already know that I'm gonna be a top 5 player."
It's possible.
Because
That sounds familiar.
Like I said, got that money.
Wasn't there another player that did something similar to and that's how I mean he did work out, but he was like, I don't need to try. I'm gonna be a top 5 pick.
Wait, what'd you say, Marion?
I said it seems though, when you consider that he hadn't worked out for any of the top teams, when you consider it, it seemed like he could have just went to Rutgers and said, "I'm gonna take it easy because I already know that I'm gonna be a top 5 player."
Why would he take it easy? Here's the thing.
Why would he play hard? I mean, you just
because you can't erase because teams watch tape. Teams come to your games and watch you. He probably been those top 5 dudes probably been getting watched by scouts since they was in high school. Like, and what you put on tape, stay on tape. And plus, not going to workouts has nothing to do with what you do in college. He not going to workouts because they doing some strategy shit going on there. They trying to force a move. It don't have nothing to do with his skill set. They trying to force a move. You know what I'm saying? That's why he not working out.
Hey, he said that was a mistake. That donation.
Yeah, I told her, hey man, send me your stuff. I'll send it back to you, man. I don't need your bread, man. I'm Gucci. Let me know.
I'll take some.
I'm not gonna give that man money, man.
He said that money going to the garage fund.
No, I know people who done donations by mistake. So yeah. Hey, just give me your stuff. I'll send it back to you, my guy. Ain't no train tripping over on no $300, man.
Ask him, is he going to the is he gonna be at the party?
I hope
Since he asked the question. Hey Tristan, you gonna be at the party?
Not if that
you gonna be at the party, the draft party?
Yeah, he just bought the tickets right there.
Yeah, not if that $300 don't come back, he gonna be working.
No, I'll give it back to you, man. Just let me send me your cash app. I'll send it back to you. I ain't tripping.
What's going on, Merce? How you doing, sir?
I'm fine. How are you guys?
Maris always looking like he upset or depressed or something. You good, my guy?
You good?
You good?
Well, it's 9:45 and I'm about to train, so.
Oh, you one of them late lifters, huh?
Yeah, I try to avoid people because I get like socially burnt out. But then recently my gym's been like loaded with like high schoolers because it's like summer.
Summertime, yeah.
And it's just a bunch of fucking 18-year-old kids with their shirts off, like just sweating all over the place, and it's miserable. So I'm sitting in my car waiting for them to get the fuck out so I can get in and train. But yeah, it's fucking late, man. So that's why.
You got to deal with teen sweat.
Dude, it's not even just teen sweat, but I mean, Damon, if you guys ever train, you guys know this, but like when people like don't put up the weights, or like when people just like occupy space without actually doing shit, it's like just it's miserable. So
It mess up your flow, man.
it really does. It's really infuriating. It's like I get it. They want to work out. They're having a good time. I understand, but like, fuck, man. I'm an adult, man. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Like they have the whole summer to do whatever they want. I can't be in here jerking off and doing whatever. So
right.
But yeah, I want to go back to the common mollywalk conversation you guys were having. So I'm gonna how do you guys view common mollywalk? Like, what kind of player do you guys view him as?
Role player,
rim protector.
Rim protector. Okay.
Yeah, rim protector. Like, are you just want like what he is, or do you want like a player comp?
No, I would like to know what you guys think. Like, what? Like,
gotcha. A bear to me, man. He's an A bear. That's what he is to me.
Okay, Damon, what do you think about common mollywalk? Well, like, what kind of player do you think he is?
Very athletic, rim runner, screen setter.
Okay.
Only thing I'm out about him, I've never seen him. I'm not really positive on his offensive game.
I got you.
His post game. Yeah.
So
any of his offensive game.
I say athletic rim protector.
So I'll say this:
he need to rebound better.
Yeah. So consider this: outside of rebounding, you guys are basically describing like a Clint Capella style player. Outside of rebounding, you're basically
Capella or Gobert.
Yeah, but check this out though. Kaman Mollywalk finished at 90% around the rim on layups in college, which is above elite level. And on top of that, Kaman Mollywalk shot, I think, 76 or 77% from the free throw line, which is 20% better than Clint Capella. So you're effectively going to be getting a Clint Capella that's taller, but that also can legitimately make free throws and is not going to be missing 5 layups in a row before he makes his one. So
can we draft him now, please?
I'm just saying, like, that's like what you're kind of going to be getting with Kaman Mollywalk. If he can become even 80% of the rebounder that Clint Capella is, you're just basically getting a better version of Clint Capella. So
I mean, but Maris, once again, Trae Young best year with Clint Capella.
Yes.
Quinn Snyder, best seasons in Utah. With all his winning seasons in Utah. Rudy Gobert.
Right.
But here's my thing. I believe, and I'm gonna say it again. I believe that Kyle Korver is pushing to get Circle K. That's what I believe.
Yeah, probably.
I believe he's the one saying, "Hey, this dude can do this," and I think he's the one that's probably telling them dudes, "Hey, this guy may have." Well, he not gonna say may. I'm saying may because I'm out on this part. He probably telling him, "Hey, this dude can shoot the ball." Well, he has some type of offensive game.
Correct.
There's no way you living with Kyle Korver, working with Kyle Korver, and you ain't shooting the basketball. We know that. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably telling them, "Hey, dude got an offensive game." Now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think at the combine he shot pretty decent for a big from three for the three.
Yes.
In the 3-point thing. So I mean, but here's my question to you, Murs.
What's up?
What you just said, what we all just said about Circle K. Do you think he will be a better big than Okongwu? Overall, the overall player. You think he'll be a better overall player?
I think my only concern with Kaman Mollywalk is will he be able to rebound at a level that we need him to rebound at? If he can average like 9 to 10 rebounds, but he can get you 16, 17, 18 points a night, you live with that. because then you're going to have like Jalen Johnson as well rebounding alongside of him. Jalen Johnson's going to get double-digit rebounds. Dyson is really good at rebounding. He gets 5-6 rebounds a night. Zach can probably get to that point as well. So you're going to have a starting five that can then average in theory like 40 rebounds between the four of them. So if he can get his rebounding up, I think he would absolutely be better than Onyeka Okongwu, at least in my opinion.
And I think the only thing you're missing is and what I'm hoping, the only thing I will be missing with Circle K is or that starting unit, and you hoping that it's either Zach or Dyson. You still missing a shot creator outside of
so real quick. I'm looking at Kamal Malawach combine stats. He has a 9'6" standing reach. There's only one player that's higher than him. Rocky Zikarsky, and that's just because he's 7'3".
I really just came back up here because I clicked back on the YouTube shit and see you got 300 and someone to ask about the draft party, bro. Let me get a cut of that.
Oh no, man! He said that by accident, man. When it come through on YouTube, when it come through, I'll send it back. It take like a week or so.
Oh, okay.
I'll send you your money back, man. I ain't tripping off that.
That's $300 holla, baby. That's a record.
If anybody else wants to donate super chats, please go ahead.
It is a record, but fellas,
we love doing this.
Damn, we went 4 hours. Hey, my wife gonna be mad as shit.
Man, 300 for 4 hours. Come on, man. Let me hold something.
What do you think I am? A OnlyFans model or something?
Not at $300
for 4 hours.
Them OnlyFans girls make that in like 15 minutes.
Well, guess who ain't get? They ain't getting no money.
Yeah, I was about to say, how would you know that there, Jay?
I would know that because of
Jay probably subscribe to them feet models. Probably watching feet.
I don't subscribe to any OnlyFans models. It's just simple math that they put out there that they making 15. They put out their receipts of making 15, 20 million in a year from OnlyFans. I mean, you can kind of back into the math on that. And
I mean, yeah, some of them make pretty good money.
Like,
well, fellas, I'm finna end the show, man. That engine needs some work done. So
the mind, you don't never put no stress on it. It's always.
So you gonna come back on Wednesday?
I don't put no what?
I said you don't gotta work on no stress. Now you always always working on just the engine.
Oh, I'm working on the wiring today.
Oh, okay, all right. There you go.
Got a new wiring harness. I got a tuck harness. You know what a tuck harness is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tuck my wire, tuck the wires, so you don't see them.
You was talking about you got to put something in the compressor.
Oh, I just made that up. Ain't no such thing as compression fluid.
Exactly.
Ain't no. You can't have no damn water or no liquid in your cylinder walls. It could blow the motor. Some people don't know that though. They'll believe that stuff.
Outside of oil.
Huh? You didn't know I work on cars neither, huh? Y'all know I work on cars for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only work on Hondas though. I'm a Honda guy. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all one day. Yeah. I
got a 2019 Honda Sport.
Honda what?
I'm a Toyota guy.
Accord.
Or what about it?
Hey, I could use some upgrades.
You got it. It should be turbocharged.
Yeah.
Right. Upgrade.
I'm talking about
what?
Yeah, I want to go faster.
That's easy. Get on the internet. Go to Honda and get the Honda. They're gonna send you 3 maps. It's gonna make your car aggressive just off the base maps alone. And then go get your intake, header, exhaust. That's the first things you get. Then you lower the car. Got it? And then you take the car to the tuner, let them tune it, give you a real tune on the car, so to run smooth and you get to maximize your power. I got my other car is at my buddy's shop right now. He about to dyno it for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
but if I get it, if you do it, can I get a discount?
I'm not gonna do it.
Damn.
I took a motor. You heard of an Acura RSX?
Yeah.
I got an RSX. I bought a brand new in 2003. I still got it. I just swapped. I took the K20 out. I put a Euro Accord Type R motor in there, K24.
Nice.
Over here, baby. We basing. But let me get up out of here, gang. Salute to everybody who tapped in. Homeboy Trish, as soon as they come through on the YouTube, I'll send that jump back to you, my guy. And
see y'all Wednesday.
See y'all Wednesday.
Dang.
All right.
You know what?
Hey, party.
We gonna do a space. We gonna do a space tomorrow. I got Zodiac GM gonna be on Twitter with me tomorrow on a space. So
What time? What time?
11 Central. So 12 Atlanta time.
If he ain't saying we drafted Noah, he wrong.
Which one? Which Noah?
The only one that matter, Asenge.
Oh, snap.
Noah Pinda is good too.
Noah,
I was about to say, yeah, Noah Pinda's pretty decent.
Noah
Pretty good.
He ain't Noah. I won't Noah Asenge.
I mean, I would as well, but Noah Pinda is quite good, especially as a second round pick. Noah Pinda would be a good second round pick.
All right, family. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all stay up. We up out of here once again.
I keep that shit on me. That shit on, yeah. I keep that shit on. Yeah. The telephone racks for the drip on me. Keep that shit on. Blowing on the Zion, sipping lean. I keep that shit on. Bad bitches recognize me. I keep this shit on, yeah. I keep that shit on. I keep that shit on me, yeah. I keep that shit on me. Yeah. I keep that shit on.